Everybody ready? Melvin, you good? Melvin?
Yeah, let's go.
Karina, you good?
Yep.
All right. So, 3 weeks ago was our last session, and on that session, a lot of interesting stuff happened. You guys brought back your target, the old man, and you brought him into the capital where he was duly taken care of, or taken somewhere. You guys don't really know. But then after that, you met with the leader of Formarith, the king, so you will, Mr. Gord. Well, not Mr. Lord Gord, I guess is his name. You guys had a nice little chat with him where he told you that he was very thankful of what you guys did, what you guys brought him, and he offered you guys a very wealthy life in Satil, the land he's looking to conquer now. You guys took up his offer. Were made kind of not really captain. Well, yeah, captains of your own ship, but led by a commander that you guys met the following couple days afterwards. Turned out to be a dick. He was followed around by some sort of weird demon lady with a fourth eye, or not a fourth eye, a third eye, like a flute on her back. You guys made acquaintances with them. Had a little 3-month training montage with Karina's little band of bandits, so you guys can all pilot your own ship that you had, and set off to Satil. Is there anything I'm missing in between that? Right? No, nothing. In between that, Ruger had a little drug deal on his hands. He met up with Thori, the leader of the dwarves. Had a huge shipment. Thori was looking to make some trade over in Satil, set up a network, and he was going to use Ruger for that. But as we'll see, when you guys were traveling, after about 3 months of travel towards the island, you guys arrived to your target. And you guys were properly ambushed. As soon as you guys got into the purple waters of Satil, the undercarriage of everybody's boat in the fleet were glowing purple. It was almost like a little warning signal to the mainland, because they knew where you were. They were ready for your attack. And that night, you guys were attacked by a whole bunch of Griffin riders and other ships. And at the end of your battle, after losing one of Karina's faithful companions,
I think last 2.
Was it 2?
I think so, yeah.
I think one was dying, and then you saved her afterwards. I think that's what happened with that.
Maybe.
But I think you saved her. No, the other one got knocked into the ocean, and then you guys couldn't find her. You don't know where she went, so. But yeah, after that huge battle that you guys had on your ship, at the shore, there was this huge statue that was there, some sort of person in the moonlight that you could see, and there was this one glowing light in the middle of it, a beacon, and then this loud noise happens, and in the water underneath it, this huge glowing purple circle erupts a kraken that not thoroughly destroyed your entire fleet. You guys were able to see what it did after it went for your ship. But it destroyed the flagship in the middle, completely avoiding all of its allies, and destroyed your ship in the middle of it. And that's kind of the last thing that we see from your characters. They're all dead.
Nice.
Good session. So that's the last thing we see, is just like when we cut off last time, we just get the look of all your faces looking up as this huge tentacle hits the ship, and as soon as it hits it, it gets the jump cut to everything black. And I think Quinn was unconscious at the end of that fight, right? He was knocked out.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. Okay. You guys were getting everything ready. Who had the most health? Who has the most health on their character sheet?
Well, it's a good thing he's wearing robes.
Yes. I can check real quick, actually. You don't have to tell me.
I've only got 1 hit point, so I'm pretty sure it's not me.
Yeah, I think it's Ruger.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude!
Yeah, everybody else is pretty low. So, Ruger, what we see through your eyes, it's all darkness. And eventually, we get the like super blurred and faded sound coming from your perspective. You're floating in the ocean. There's like one board underneath you. It's still the middle of the night. There's still a battle raging around you, but you don't hear the cries of the Kraken anymore. You seem to have floated off a little bit. And what we see is in the darkness, through the battle, there's this one ship, and you hear like the siren go off, and your vision kind of focuses in a little bit more. You get a little bit more clearer, only for a split second, when you see one of your Formara soldiers, an ally, is like hunched over the side of the boat that's like moving a little bit slower now, and you hear him like yell something in the back. There's like a bell that goes off, and the last thing we see before your eyes close one more time is then throwing ropes overboard, headed towards you. Yeah, we cut from that scene, and then again you kind of come to a little bit in the side of a ship, in the back of it. Everything's super blurry. You can only hear muffled sounds. You're looking up at the top of the ceiling. It's just wood planks. So it's really, your neck is really stiff. You can feel like your ribs are broken, like multiple arms are broken, and stuff like that. Well, probably not broken. They're just extremely sore. Your ribs are probably broken, but you hear a familiar voice. It is give me a perception check with disadvantage. Only you, Ruger.
How do you put disadvantage on, John?
So in your character sheet on the top right, there should be like little bars.
I found it.
Yeah. Just go ahead and click that. Make sure you click it back when you're done, so you don't roll everything with disadvantage. Very fitting. Hey, you crit on your second roll. So you can't tell who it is, but you can tell it's a woman's voice saying something. You get like the faded outline of her body. The whatever you're in is like rocking back and forth, and you black out again. And then the final scene we get with you, Ruger, is you're waking back up, and you hear the woman's voice again, but it's very panicked this time. At this point, everybody's kind of waking up. Everybody else, you're all like in like a cot together, all on like stretchers almost in the back of this one ship. There's multiple soldiers next to you when you look in your faded view perception, and you hear the same voice that Ruger was listening to, but it's very panicked this time. Ruger beforehand, it sounded like, it was very calm waters that you were going over, but now there seems to be a battle going on. There's the ringing of a bell that signals something's happening, and the boat seems to be going in motion. It kind of shoves off a little bit as you all wake up in a lot of pain. So everybody give yourselves 1/4 of your total health, because you were just now waking up, and it's been some time. Yeah, so Ruger, you can keep your health, but everybody else wake up with 1/4 of your maximum HP.
So I have 19. Would that just be like 4 or 5?
Yeah. You can round up.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, Karina, the first thing you see in the stretcher next to you is one of your bandit sisters. Is Zashida, I think her name is. She has the little cap on, and she looks severely injured. She's not awake yet when all this is happening. But yeah, you hear the bells. You guys are like, don't move at your maximum pace, as you're all still extremely bruised. But yeah, you're all awake, and there's nobody else in this cot except for other wounded soldiers, probably about 2 or 3 in the back of the ship. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna check if my girls are alright.
Yeah, so you lift yourself up a little bit, and you see that she's unconscious, but she's alive and breathing, but wounded still. It looks like all your wounds were trying to be tended to, but they were like cut halfway, almost like they were unfinished, or they just didn't have the materials almost to patch you guys up. But yeah, there seems to be screams and stuff coming from the top of the deck of stuff happening. Anybody else?
Quick inventory check. Do I have everything with me?
Yeah, so you can see all your stuff is just like laid up against the side of the walls.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys have all your basic clothes on, but you can see your stuff on the sides.
All right. Then I'm gonna get up slowly. I don't want the blood rushing to my head. I'm gonna get up slowly, walk over to my stuff, and arm myself.
Yeah, very painfully as you are a little bit older. Yeah, you get over there and start putting everything on. And then as you're putting stuff on, and as Ruger and Quinn, you're doing your own thing, a shot of a cannon goes off. It's not your cannon from your ship. It seems to be from behind you, because you're in the back of the ship. As you can surmise, is where the med bay or whatever you would call it on a ship like that would be. Yeah, it comes from behind you, and in the panel right next to you, Foster, a cannonball flies through the back of the ship. Yeah, so you're all awake at this point as a cannonball flies through the cabin.
All right. I toss my allies their weapons because they're taking a sweet ass time.
Yeah.
Arceus is gonna lay in bed and be like, "Fuck me."
As a cannonball flies through. Okay, yeah. Sure.
I'm gonna go up to the wall and look through the hole where the cannonball came from and see what I can see.
Yeah. So you see behind you, it's clear. Actually, I'm gonna roll to see what time it is. What time of day this is? 24. 1d24 to see what time it is. 1d24. It is 19.
It's 19, guys.
Like
Yeah,
subtract
it's like
12 or
6
something.
Yeah, it's a little late. It's the sun is like just barely starting to set. It's still high up in the sky, so yeah, you get a good look at it. The ship behind you, following you, is a ship that was in the middle of the ambush that you guys recognized last night. Or what you think is last night. So yeah, it has the big flag up top. It has a white mast with a symbol in the center of it that looks like a purple flame in the center of it. And yeah, that you could see like a little puff of smoke, as that's where the cannonball came from. That you look out at it.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You said white mass, purple flame on it.
Yep, a white mast with a little purple flame in the center of it.
All right. I'm going to just quick look around. You said there's the only other thing in here is other wounded soldiers.
Yeah, there's a couple other wounded soldiers, like bloody rags and stuff like that, and then stairs leading up to the top deck.
And not much else.
Nope, nothing else.
How far back is the ship?
It's a good, probably like 100 meters away. It's pretty far, but a cannonball can reach that far. It's probably a good engaging range for ships.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head up the stairs and I'm gonna beckon the other three to follow.
Yeah. So what's Quinn doing during all this?
Trying and failing to get off my bed.
Okay. You're trying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stand up, but I'm flailing around and I just roll over and fall off. I can't stand up.
Yeah, nice. Alright, yeah, so it's at this time Ruger starts heading up. Everybody. So Ruger, when you get to the top of the deck, you're limping. Karina or Carceres, what are you gonna do with Zashida? She's still unconscious. Are you just gonna lay in your bed downstairs?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You gonna stay down there?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So when you get to the top of the deck, Ruger, there's one more shot rings from your ship, and then another one from theirs. And when you get to the top, you see a familiar woman. She was the woman that stopped you when you were going to talk to Willix, your commander, the one that kind of got in between all of you. You can see her like barking orders to the rest of the soldiers, telling them to get in position. And the orders that she's yelling as you're getting to the top of the deck is make for land. We're gonna get caught. And when you get to the top of the deck, Ruger, you notice that there's 2 other ships behind you, following and engaging with you. But there are no other allied ships that you're going with. And yeah, she points for land and tells them to start heading that way. You guys are relatively close to land, probably a little bit closer to the shore, and you see the captain make a quick turn towards it as all that is happening when you get to the top of the deck.
I didn't want to interrupt you during that entire thing, but
Mhm.
I'm Foster.
Oh, okay.
You said like.
Oh, was it?
Really
Was it
quick.
you that? Sorry, I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought.
Nah, it's no problem.
that it was going over.
I just didn't want to interrupt you. You're on a roll.
Okay, yeah. So Foster, that's what you see when you get to the top of that first.
All right. Well, I'm gonna follow orders and I'm gonna follow the rest of my comrades.
So yeah, they're just like prepping to make land, getting all their swords out,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And she looks over at all of you with like this surprised look on her face, like she's like, "What are you guys doing up? You're not supposed to be up." Pretty much is what the look on her face is like. She's surprised that you guys are actually standing.
Do I see Willix around?
No, he's not there.
Good. No.
Yeah, she's the one barking orders.
All right. Well, I walk up a modest distance, give the Formar salute, and I say, "Orders."
She's like,
You know,
"Stay
sure to give
alive.
him-
We're making for the beach."
Aye, aye.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
start
and then she
doing the massive
turns.
soldier.
Yeah, and then she turns and
Yeah.
she starts yelling at somebody that's doing something wrong. And eventually, as she's saying this, you hit a sand dune in the middle of it. There's like cannonballs flying everywhere and stuff like that. And she's landed, and she's like, "Off, everybody go!" And people like jump off the boat and start heading for the a little forest that you can see as you hit land. Carceres, you feel a sand dune that is hit.
Fun.
Wait, she stayed in bed.
Yeah, she was still on the deck, bottom deck. That's what I'm saying. Like, you didn't hear any of the orders. Well, probably you heard the yelling, but you probably didn't hear the orders word for word. But yeah, you feel a sand dune is hit, and you're being fired at still. What is Carceres gonna do?
It's kind of like that slow motion, like scene from Pirates of the Caribbean with that dude is like getting shot at with those cannons and it's all slow motion and kind of like that. She's laying in bed and she's watching all this carnage happen. She's kind of like, do I really give a shit? Is this worth it?
I'm just gonna die.
Just
Alright.
lay there and contemplate life.
Okay. All right. So so Foster, Ruger, and Quinn, are you gonna follow? There's like soldiers just jumping off the side of the boat onto land, and they start heading for the forest. Are you gonna follow them?
Yeah, I'm jumping off that fucker.
Okay.
I want the first ones off. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
So before you jump off, give me a perception check, all three of you.
Oh no. Yeah, because my last one was so perfect, right? Alright, that's fine. Alright, there you go.
Yes.
Hey!
Yeah, there it is. Ruger. Monsieur Ruger. Nice. So Epi and Happy. Melvin is just kind of swept with the crowd, but Epi and Happy, before you jump off the side of the boat, on the beach, it's not your typical beach. It has like the typical sand, sand color to it, but there's like little mixes of beads of purple mixed in with it. That runs off into the ocean. It's probably what gives it its color. And it's actually very pretty when you stop to look at it, but you're not stopping to look at it. What you see in the beach is like a little twister start to form in the sand, and it starts like making something. It starts forming and it starts getting bigger and bigger. It starts melding all together. This like mix of sand and wax that you can tell because that's what you took from your target. And it starts to form and it starts getting bigger and bigger as you look at it. And there's you can see two of these big ones, and there's multiple small ones that are starting to form on the beachhead. But yeah, they're starting to get big. And you notice that the soldiers also notice this a little bit too late when they hit the sand, and it forms into like this big golem almost. It has like 3 pronged horns on the top of it, and like one at the front. doesn't look like it has a face or anything. It has like gigantic meaty hands that look almost like humongous sledgehammers almost, and just like a humanoid body with like very meaty legs. And one soldier is not paying attention, probably the first one that's making a dash for the forest, and he just gets swatted by this thing, and just like completely decimated. Like his body's all mangled as he flies through the air. And then another one from these small ones, you see it like raise its hand. It like forms into like a little miniature person with a very reflective look to it. It like raises up its hands, and these multiple like little bolts of wax, purple wax, fly from its hand and nail this other guy in the side of the head as he dies instantly when you make it for this beachhead. And that's what you see.
And we're still on the boat as we're seeing this, right?
Yeah, this is like right as you're before you're gonna jump off.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna.
I put the ship in reverse and sail back to from Earth.
I kind of look over at the golem, and then I look behind me at the two ships heading towards us.
Yeah. They're still heading.
Then I look around for a lifeboat.
I don't like this. Okay. Recap. So, two enemy ships. Are they still firing on our ship?
Yes, definitely.
And on the beach is a giant golem.
Yeah. So when the soldiers notice this, they kind of break off into two sections because there's the golems started to form in two separate sections. And there's like a clear alleyway right in front of you guys as the soldiers break off to the right to try to engage these things. And it looks like there's a hill leading up into a forest that you can see.
Well, shit, I'm gonna go there.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid fighting. I'm just gonna make a break for it.
Okay. Quinn, you're probably the only one to notice this, but Carceres is not with you.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, where's she at?
Are you gonna go back to look for?
Play hide and seek. Come find me.
No, it's not the time.
Dodge the cannonball.
Nah, I'm out.
Okay, you just gonna leave her behind.
What?
All right, so you guys are gonna jump off the boat. Start make a break for it.
Yep.
Okay.
Dig a hole.
Hold on. Head count. All right, so I'm here. Ruger, Quinn. That's everybody, right? All right, come on, guys. Go.
All right, yeah. So let me bring this over. Carceres, so you can see the situation that you guys are in. All this is happening. The sun is setting. And this is what you see. I'll give you light once I get there. Turn it off. I didn't roll for. There you go. That's what you guys are facing.
Oh shit, where are we? There we are.
Yeah. So you can see that the woman that you were with the third eye is over on your left side. So yeah, she's with the soldiers over there trying to handle. But yeah, it's just like smashing them into the ground, like huge puddles of blood underneath. They're probably something that you don't want to fuck. But you guys are gonna make a break for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's roll initiative.
All right.
Go ahead. Just in case there's something else you guys want to do.
Oh, forgot to click my token there. There we are.
Yeah. So Carceres, whatever you want to go ahead. But you can roll initiative. As well. Let's see when your turn comes up.
What's this here?
Okay. All right, cool.
I'm just gonna have the soldiers and all the wax on the same turn. So I'm not gonna clutter the turn order.
What's all this here? Just like dry wood?
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
that a
like,
ship?
from other wreckage.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, is that my ship?
What remains? Sure. Oops. Wasn't supposed to press that.
It's a good thing we ended up falling to the ocean because the salt water really hides my tears.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right, so yeah, the wax golem goes first. So this one over on the left, the one that Shalakes is fighting. These guys are like starting to surround it. I can hear myself in your epi if you wanna.
No,
fix that.
yeah, I'll mute myself.
Yep, no problem. Or you could just do push a talk or something like that, whatever you want. But yeah, this one over on the left is going to strike at one of these soldiers. Gets 2 attacks. Here you go. Hits him for 20, and just immediately like demolishes his body. Yep. So that guy dies. And he's just gonna go over to this one. Very lumbering. They look very slow, but yeah, they're just tanks. And he goes up and hits this one as well, and kills him as well. So there you go. Foster, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Just real fast. Do I sound alright?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, cool. I'm gonna spend an action to sprint.
Okay. Go ahead.
Because at 6 health, I do not want to do this. All right, so that's just still my move speed, right?
Mhm.
All right, so
I dare you when we get to the top of the hill to Eldritch Blast one.
just real fast. This is the hill here, right?
Yeah, that's leading up into the forest.
All right, cool. The Eldritch Blast one, you said?
All right, you move 60 feet. That guy died. Or no, that was the guy for the rest of them. So yeah, these guys are just gonna charge them and just try to slash at these things. Quickly surround them. But yeah, they look fleeting. Their efforts, as they probably don't do too much to them. Oops. As they surround them, there you go. Let's just roll a whole bunch of shit.
It's like the motto of D&D.
Yeah. They deal some solid damage, but they're like pummeling on these big things, and they don't seem to be doing anything to them. The big ones. The little ones take some damage, but they fire right back, as it's like you're hitting into like wax as well. Quinn,
Yeah.
Go ahead, your turn.
Uh,
Why is your arrow that way?
Wait, where are you going? You're going to the left there. I wasn't going that way. That's not right.
Hey, I'm not gonna make your decisions for you.
looks like the right direction to me.
Mm-hmm. Could be the bravest Quinn there ever was. All right, just gonna run. So if you want to dash, you
I
can,
am that.
so if you want to dash, you can move again.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yep, you can move twice.
Well, bye.
Okay. Is that your turn? You're all set?
Yes, that it is.
Alright. 1 second. Carceres, what are you gonna do?
Am I still on the ship or am I like?
Yeah, you're just a little bit farther, but that's a little bit off the map. So I'm gonna say you have to move around like 10 to 15 more feet if you want to get off there. But yeah, you could just jump right onto the beach. You don't have to swim or anything. I just didn't put a little boat token there.
Alright, can I see Benek anywhere near me?
No,
Because I'm not gonna leave without her.
no, there's nobody else. You don't see Ben or any of your other girls.
She's gonna scream "fuck" and then she's gonna start running onto the beach.
You're gonna leave Zashida?
Yeah.
Fucking
What?
cold, dude.
But
Wow.
she can follow me.
She's
She's half dead.
She's unconscious. Yeah.
It's fine.
That's fine.
Okay.
What?
All right, go ahead.
Everyone for themselves.
Yeah, so go ahead and move yourself onto the map. I'll put you 15 feet, like right here, and then you can go ahead and move the rest of your movement.
Okay.
La, 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 la. Oh. All good? All right, yeah. So Ruger Carceres jumps off the boat behind you, as you're breaking for it. And yeah, Carceres, you come into the scene of just like huge blood stains on the on the sand and stuff like that. Ruger, your turn.
What? Oh,
Yeah, sorry. Oh wait, no, was it? No, it was Carceres, and then this thing. So Quinn, as you're running towards the forest, you see something materializing in the trees.
Oh, what?
One pops out from behind a tree, right around here. Let me reveal it real quick. This guy pops out around a tree, raises its arm, and it looks like it's about to fire on you. It's 80 feet. These things have 80 feet. And here it goes. Does a 16 hit? No?
No, it does not.
No, it does not. This is not rolling the proper damage, though. Yeah, so this thing just, like, pops out from around a tree and then fires at you. These little purple darts fire out at you, but they all miss. And then it is... those other wax soldiers are just going to be firing back at the soldiers. And then Shalakess. So you see her over on the left. She pulls out the flute from the back of her. She starts playing something. It's like a loud screeching sound to all of you. But, you know, it's nothing compared to the cannons and stuff behind you that are still firing on the beach. You see the golem like start to shake a little bit, and it starts to rumble. But it looks like the magic is like reflected back at her. And she like lowers her flute and looks like she like holds her head like something just happened. The wax golem on the other side is just gonna kill 2 more people. I'm not even gonna roll for it; they just die. Don't care. And then Ruger, it's your turn.
Happy?
There you go.
Oh.
There you go. Was that your full 60?
Yep.
Okay. Quinn. One more. I actually forgot that was supposed to have advantage on you, Quinn, because it was supposed to surprise you. But you're not surprised anymore. You're like, yeah, I forgot. This guy right in front of you pops out as well, and he starts charging you. He extends his arm out, and it looks like it turned into like almost like Wolverine almost, but it's just like one big claw that it has as its arm as he charges you with a claw attack. Does 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right, yeah.
And I am unconscious again.
Oh.
Yeah, so this thing just pops out from around a tree and it attacks you as you go down again. And yeah, that's its turn. The wax golems did kill 2 more people on the left, and then Foster. You see Quinn just get like mauled by something in front of him. What would you like to do?
1 second. Just do a thing. All right. All right. Good luck, buddy. No. I really want to, but
That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up.
this entire situation is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no. How about this? All right, so I'm gonna.
Pixie Bexies.
Well, I wasn't actually doing that. I'm just gonna.
Kill one hit.
Yeah, I'm running around this way. That's 30 feet, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him. The guy. Just
yep.
fucked Quinn up. Pew pew.
7 misses.
No. Pixie Bexies. I was just joking. I was actually gonna. No.
Yeah, if it misses and you hit the golem in the back, all the way, the big one, all the way back there. It turns his head. I'm just kidding. You miss. The foot soldiers are going to continue their attack, but it is fruitless. Quinn, give me a death save. Don't roll a 1.
Roll 1.
Hey, you're good. Carceres. It's your
Yeah.
turn.
Alright. I'm gonna run. gonna scream, Bannock, what the fuck are you? And then she's gonna.
Yes, you hear nothing in return.
She's gonna run the whole 60 feet. And
No,
then
she's fine. She's looking after my ship.
Yeah, yeah.
I get it.
All right. So this guy over here is gonna charge you, Foster.
Tell him not to.
Yes. As he gets right here, that's his full 60 feet. He makes the claw, makes a very angry face at you. This guy is gonna run for you, Rigger. With the claw attack.
No, don't. Oh, that doesn't hit.
Yeah, it does not hit. Shalakess continues to do her fruity bullshit. And it still reflects back at her this time. The wax golem's gonna kill 2 more people over here. Actually, I'll roll for it just in case. 19 hits. Yeah, they're both dead.
Jesus.
Actually, no, that one survives it. Yeah, that one survives it with 1 HP. Yeah, this guy dies. And they're slowly dwindling. Ruger, this guy just ran at you. Hey, there you go.
That didn't do anything though.
Yeah, just roll your damage. So you gotta make a little change. This was like the roll 20 changes that I was talking about. I think like 4 weeks ago it happened. I don't think we had a session that I made changes, but it changed some of the like attack thingies. So you just have to put in your dice for how much it does now. It's really dumb.
Forget how much it does. God.
Yeah,
Like,
I think a longsword is a D10 if you're two-handing it, right?
I'm one-handing it though, and then I
Okay,
get the plus.
I think it's a D8 then.
Don't I add my strength?
Yeah, just. Mhm. Yeah, so it's a
So
D8
just-
and then a D10 if you two-hand it. It's a good time for everybody to check and make sure their stuff is all good. Okay, so 6 damage. Yeah, so you get a good slash off at this thing. It reels back a little bit. It doesn't die, but these things don't look too sturdy. This one looks like a mix of like dirt and wax, and the other ones look like a mix of sand and wax, so they're a little bit unstable. But it's not dead, but it's very wobbly as you stab into it, Ruger. And then he's gonna get a chance to attack back. So here we go. One more claw on you, Ruger.
Don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
he misses. Yeah, he just can't get through your armor. This wax golem over here is gonna kill 2 more potentially.
what if they run out? What if we don't finish this fight by the time they kill everyone and they just go?
Then you better finish the fight before they kill everybody. He kills
Jesus.
one, misses the other. So there you go, 1 more down. Foster, this is your turn.
Well, see you guys. No. Alright, so. Alright, I'm gonna screech like a little girl,
Mhm.
a very old little girl, and I'm gonna actually can I? No, I can't. And I'm gonna move back, and I'll just blast this guy.
Okay. Yeah, so I like the image of you like making a full sprint in the sand. This thing like runs for you, and then you stop and just run backwards.
Yeah, remember Star Wars Episode 4, A New
Yeah.
Hope? Han Solo chases that stormtrooper, and then he turns the corner, there's a bunch of stormtroopers, and they end up
Yeah.
chasing him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that, but there's only one of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Go ahead, take your time.
Pew pew.
Hey, there you go. This plus the 3, 9 damage. Yeah, so you kill that one in front of you.
Hey!
Nice. Yeah, they're not too sturdy, these ones. Yeah, it blasts a hole in the center of it. And it looks unstable, and you see like the dirt falling into the hole, and then it just kind of like breaks apart in itself and falls to the ground and dies. There you go. It is dead. So that's your turn. The foot
That wasn't
soldiers-
even scared.
Yeah, they're gonna continue, not do anything. Quinn, give me another death save, sir. Oof, there's one fail. Carceres.
I am going to attack this bit.
Do it up.
So
if
you're
you-
the nurse.
Yeah, so if you go behind him, Carceres, you'll get a +2 in your attack for flanking.
Ah!
Yes. Just so we could start remembering the rules again. It's been a while.
Move behind him.
Yep.
I'm gonna stabby.
Do it up.
And you're gonna miss.
Yes.
Aw, see, you jinxed me. How rude.
Yeah, even with the +2, you don't get it off. But even so, it wouldn't have done enough. The Wax Soldiers are going to continue their attack. Shalakes, at this point, Shalakes notices that her magic is not doing anything. And you probably don't see this because you're all in the middle of a fight, but she starts running towards the forest as well. Starts going this way.
Oh, we could have gone that way. What?
Wait, what?
Well, yeah,
I
it doesn't
see.
look. Yeah, it's a little bit farther off, but if you want to go that way, sure. Wax Golem over here. It's gonna,
I was just supposed to look over there.
yeah, it's gonna kill 2 more, maybe. Oh God, crits that guy. He only had 1 HP, so R.I.P. Then he's gonna come over here, lumber over, and kill that guy as well. Ruger,
Jesus.
That's my
Monsieur
map.
Ruger.
I'm just gonna hit him.
Do it. You don't need too much. Time's ticking. Hey, there you go. D8, please. Hey, just enough. Yeah. So, you follow up with your second slash. Just like the other one, it just kind of falls apart in itself and dies underneath you. And yeah, you guys are clear potentially. We'll just continue playing this out just in case somebody fucks up. This Wax Golem's gonna kill that guy. Yep, does enough. He's gonna come over here, help its buddy. Kill him as well. Foster.
Would it count as an action if I roll perception to see if Shalakes runs that way?
Yeah.
It would count as an action.
If you want to count it as an action, you can do it with no advantages. But if you want to count it as a bonus action, I'll give it to you with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'd do that as a bonus action. Did I check that right? Yes, I did. Right. Yeah, no. All right, in that case, I'm gonna.
Not you. Wait, why'd you roll it? Are you okay? Okay. Yeah.
Wait, what?
You don't see it. Did you roll
Yeah.
it? Did you roll it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a pour.
Yeah.
All right, so in that case, I'm just gonna run on over here, do a quick medicine check. Fail.
Keep running.
Take the rest of my movement.
Yep. You can only move.
Yeah.
30 feet. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Yeah. So Foster just goes over, looks at Quinn, has no idea what the fuck you do, stands up and starts running. Probably looking at Corsaris like, help, this is your job, please. Quinn,
Yeah.
give me a death save. Don't roll a 1 or you're actually dead. Okay, you're
Ooh.
good. You're good. Almost there. I love how you didn't even, you just rolled it immediately. You didn't even think about it. That was good. Corsaris, your turn.
I'm gonna try and help Quinn out over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna be nice
Mhm.
and try and be helpful. Okay. This will be a fail.
Nice.
Ooh.
You got it. He's stable, but he's still unconscious. Yeah. So he's not dead, but he's unconscious. You can use the rest of your movement. So if you want to carry Quinn, it's gonna take half of your movement. But yeah, you can start dragging him if you would like.
Sure.
Okay. So you moved 15 to get here, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So you can only move another 10 right here to drag him. Yeah, go ahead. He's just gonna
Come
follow.
to me.
I'm moving for you. Shalakes disappears into the forest. And the Wax Golem continues his rampage over here. I don't think they're gonna get you in time if you're running away, so I don't think it matters anywhere. Ruger, go ahead. Yep, just gonna make a break for it. Yeah, so we don't even have to do this anymore. The last things we kind of see is Carceris dragging Quinn, with Foster running like a little baby, and Ruger just like lugging all this shit and crying about his drugs. As you guys disappear into the forest. So this is a good time to Actually, no. So yeah, you guys disappear into the forest. It is your typical forest. It's pretty dense, or probably a little bit less so near the beach. But you continue running, and it gets a little bit denser and denser as you run into it. And eventually, you find a pretty good place to stop, catch your breath, from all the running. And yeah, you guys are like stopped in the middle of the forest, in a new land you guys have never been before. What would you all like to do? Quinn, give me a D4.
Already did it.
Oh, yeah, so 2 hours. So you're not awake yet. But yeah, you guys are stopped. You guys like to do.
Cry. Well, just quick perception check to see what's around.
Yeah. So what are you looking for in particular?
Any sign of allies or enemies?
Yeah. So it doesn't look like it's very quiet. It doesn't look like there's anybody that ran through the forest. You don't hear any footsteps, anybody running still. The only people that you saw around the beachhead, probably when you got to the top of the boat initially, you noticed that this was just like a deserted part of the beach. There's nothing else around, but yeah, you don't hear anything. Probably just the tweets of some birds and stuff. And probably at this, no, it's probably around like 7 o'clock now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting pretty late in the day.
All right.
You guys are stopped.
So, I look to my allies and say, campfire?
So why don't you put it up?
That's a bad idea.
Let's carry this dead-ass body. This really dead body yet. Why don't you do it? I'm tired.
Are there any caves around?
If you want to find a cave, give me a survival check. If there is any.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna ask these guys to help me. Can they assist me on that?
Yes. So whoever has the best nature check or survival check that isn't that's actually conscious, roll it with advantage.
I'm at 0, so.
Well, luckily for you guys, I have a -1 in survival.
Carceres?
Is Carceres even going to help?
I guess.
Okay. What's your survival, Carceres?
That's a good question. It is +1.
All right, you do it.
There you go.
With advantage.
It's better than 0 or -1.
Mm-hmm.
Nice!
A 5 and a 3. Yeah, so Carceres, you go out to wander a little bit, and you just give up. Like you're tired. You just left one of your women behind. You're probably a little bit lost without Benak there or on there, or like worrying about her or whatever. So yeah, you start looking, and eventually you just give up. You probably only walk probably like 5 minutes away from the camp, and don't find anything as you approach back to camp with Ruger and Foster waiting.
Good effort.
Well, I am gonna find a nice tree to take a nap against.
Yeah. So what's watch gonna be like? What are watches?
Not fucking doing it.
All right, Melvin, you oh, never mind.
Probably after an hour. You would have to wait another hour, so somebody else would have to take watch first. But Melvin would, Quinn would wake up in the middle of that.
I'll take watch. Right.
No problem with me.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ruger, these aren't like these aren't like normal trees. You know, these aren't like oak trees. These are pine trees.
They wax trees? No, okay.
No, it's not wax. No, they're pine trees. So you know, going up and climbing into one would probably be.
I just said I'm not in the tree. I'm just like leaning against it.
Okay. I was just making sure. All right. So Carceres, you're the first one on watch.
Yeah.
Carceres, give me a perception check, please, Miss Smith. 13 for your first watch. So Carceres, in the middle of your watch, what does it look like when Carceres is on watch this night? There's just pine trees. It's pretty dense, but you guys find a little opening in this forest. Where is Carceres during her watch?
She's probably like leaning against a rock.
Yeah, you
It's like,
can certainly find one. Yeah, and then as you're leaning up against this rock, about an hour into your watch, Quinn wakes up.
says you're not dead yet. That's good.
No response, Quinn.
He
Just-
dies.
Just got fucked up. All right.
It's
Witty
like
is
how rude.
yeah. Witty is. Are you just gonna go back to sleep, Quinn? Are you gonna want to take watch? Do you want to know what's happening? Like, what are you doing?
To be fair, I died like two times in the last 24 hours, so
Come on, man.
Yeah,
up.
now you know how it feels.
Yeah, this man up. All right.
what's going on? Where we at?
Corsair's, you're the only one awake.
I am. I'm just gonna ignore him.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So, yeah, your watch goes by without a hitch. Who's gonna go next?
Yes, I'll go.
Actually, before that, Corsair's. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. I just had to make
Yeah.
sure. Who's next?
I'll go.
Ruger. Yeah.
Ruger. All right. Yeah. So you wake up from the side. Corsair's wakes you up and she goes to sleep promptly. Give me a perception check, please, for your watch.
Fuck yeah.
Why'd you roll a performance check? Perception.
Oh.
He's juggling on watch.
Oh,
hey,
okay.
that's better.
Yeah, use that one.
Yeah. You're welcome. I would have left it, but whatever. So, Ruger, during your watch, let me make sure something. Yeah. All right. Ruger, during your watch, there is a whispering that you hear behind you, behind your little tree that you're watching from. What would you like to do?
Shit, dude.
You hear it, it's like it's very soft at first. It probably takes a little bit for you to hear it. You probably think it's nothing at first, but then it gets a little bit louder and louder. And it's like, come to me. Come.
Fucking ignore it.
You gotta ignore
Cross my arms.
it. You gotta-
Definitely.
You're just gonna ignore it.
I'm gonna look behind me.
Is Ruger afraid of ghosts? Is that something? What is Ruger afraid of? Is this a fear that he has?
Was fucking. Would you be afraid?
Oh, never.
Liar.
Okay, yeah. So it continues at that pace. It's the same thing over and over again. It's just like, come to me, come. And this, unless you don't want to do anything about it.
I'm gonna be like, who's that?
All you desire. Come.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. So when it says that in front of you, Ruger, give me a wisdom saving throw.
So, oh god, I'm not very wise.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, I don't know. That's a minus. Sorry. There it is.
Not good enough. So in front of you, Ruger, when you're looking behind you at this whisper, it says that all you desire, and then it like jumps in front of you. The sound. You don't see anything, but it jumps in front of you. The sound. It says it again. All you desire, and then there's this little where you're between your legs. There's this little puddle that's starting to form. It's like
Peed.
it's like no, yeah, almost, yeah, almost. It's actually almost like that. It's like an orange like jelly substance that's starting to bubble. It starts off as a little pile between your legs. Yeah, it's just like bubbling underneath in between your legs. There. Are you gonna want to react in any sort of way?
Wait, what?
Yeah, so
What is
the
it?
voice is in front of you now. You don't see it, but it's in front of you now, saying the all you desire, all you desire. And there's this puddle that's forming in between your legs as you're like assuming you're sitting up against the tree.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an orange bubbly puddle. I mean,
Did you find my drugs?
yeah. So you actually hear it chuckle a little bit. It chuckles and it's like, drugs, of course. What you desire, we have.
If you know what I desire,
Where are you going with this?
I'd say that in game, and I'm just like kind of out of my mind.
Yeah. Yes. So when you're like having a little trip there, in the center of the puddle, this eye appears. It's a big bulbous eye. It's like probably the size of the entire puddle. It's huge. It has this like red iris in the center of it. Yellow. It has a yellow, whatever the outside of your eyeball color is, the white part that we would have. But yeah, it's a huge eyeball that pops in the front of it. And it says, it starts as like this very fairy-like voice that it was talking to you in, but this time it turns demonic. And he's like, for what you desire, come to Carfoot. And it disappears. It sinks into the ground and disappears with a very loud, whispery sound coming from it. And that's your little trip that you had. If you didn't understand what I said, for what you desire, come to Carfoot. So yeah, that's your trip. Are you gonna want to respond in any way? What does Rigor do to this?
I stand there and look around.
Maybe you absorbed some of those drugs in the crash.
I kind of stumble over to Foster and shake him awake.
Whoa.
It's your watch.
Put sunglasses on.
Yeah, it's definitely not your watch. It's probably your watch short, like 2 hours or something like that. It's a little short.
Before you can even respond, I kind of just lay down on the ground in a fetal position.
No. All right. But as I was asleep, I can't tell time, so I guess it's my watch now.
Yeah, you're a little bit more tired than you would normally be, but okay, yeah. Give me a perception check, Mr. Foster.
Hey.
Decent. 5. Unfortunate.
Don't say that.
Foster.
That's me.
1 sec, I gotta think of something.
Stop it.
1 sec. You
I encounter a buxom tavern wench.
Where is Foster having his little lookout? Is it just in the middle of the
I'm kind of
the grass?
pacing I'm kind of pacing the camp,
Okay, yeah. So
looking off into the distance for anything.
you're pacing the camp, and when you pass by the closest tree to you, it's probably on your left-hand side. You hear something up in the tree, like something lands on one of the branches up in the tree, on top of you. Like some of the pines start to fall on your head, and you definitely hear it when it lands there. What would you like to do?
Alright, I don't see anything up there. Just wrestling.
If you look, so are you gonna look, or are you gonna like react in any sort of way, or are you just gonna look up and see what it is?
Well, I'm gonna step back from the tree, obviously, and I'm gonna look up.
Yeah. Cool. So when you look up, the tree's kind of shaking a little bit. It's pretty dark in the middle of the night here. Wait, you're human, right?
Yes.
Do you have a torch out?
No, I do not.
And then there's no fire made. Okay, yeah. So you don't see anything up there. And I actually should have been making you roll at disadvantage, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah, but you just like look up at the tree, or what you can assume is the tree, and yeah, you just felt the kind of pine needles fall on your head, but you look up in the tree and you can't see it; it's too dark to see what's up there. But something calls down at you, and it's like, long time no see, mate. And you recognize the voice.
I recognize the voice.
Yeah, you recognize it as somebody that put you on this path. I'll just say that much. I'm gonna message you on Discord real quick. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wait, are you gonna message me on Discord?
Yeah, I'm gonna message you real quick just to say.
Yeah.
This. Just look at this. Fuck, where is your fucking bullshit? Your epi. Where's your face? Why aren't you on my direct messages? God damn it. God damn it. It's that guy.
Here we are. Oh.
Yeah, so you hear his voice, and he's just like, long time no see, mate.
I definitely recognize it.
Yep, you definitely recognize it. It's like word for word what it sounds like.
I like whisper shout, "You son of a bitch!" and start firing up into the trees.
Okay, yeah. So you fire up into it, and you see the beams of light that you make. Everybody else would definitely hear this, so you're all probably startled awake. Actually, everybody, Carceres, Ruger, and Foster, or Quinn, give me perception checks. See if you wake up from this. Melvin, you're awake. Ruger, you're sleeping almost. Carceres, you're definitely awake. So yeah, Quinn and Carceres, you're the only two to hear this and actually wake up or startled. Yeah, you fire up into it, and it's like, oi, calm down. And now the voice is like from right behind you, Foster, as you're just firing up into it. You see the light that it's making in the tree, and there's nothing there when you're hitting it. It's just like, just trying to have a little talk here.
You said the voice is right behind me now?
Yeah, you can like feel something like over your shoulder.
Alright, I turn around.
Okay. You don't see anything.
Real quick. Does this count as a long rest?
Yes.
Oh,
So
did I
do
get a
we
long
level
rest?
up?
Not yet. The night isn't over. It's for a full 8 hours.
Oh, but we don't get our hit points back?
Nope, not yet. Not until the
alright.
morning comes.
Alright, oh shit. Oh, god damn it.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Yeah,
You can keep it if you had it there. But yeah, just for future.
No, I left roll 20 by accident.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you don't get it back yet, but your sleep has been interrupted now. So yeah, that's what he says to you. Just come here to talk, mate. Yeah, you feel
I don't
something
see
on
him
your
now.
shoulder. Yeah, so Melvin, you are an elf, and he's probably within distance. So you're looking at Foster. He's shooting up into the air at this tree that's just like falling branches and stuff like that. He's like yelling to himself, but you don't see anything, Quinn. He just looks like a crazy person.
Alright, so I turn around. I don't see him. I reach out in front of me and try to grab whatever.
Yeah, so when you reach out in front of you, something like wisps around your arm. You can feel it almost like a force. And then what materializes on your arm is a hand. It's a familiar hand. It has one finger missing, the ring finger, I think it is. A ring finger missing, and like two big skull rings in the middle and pointer finger that you recognize as the man's. Very, very blistered, scars all over it, very hairy, and it kind of like materializes on you, and you look up and you see his face. Clean cut, a ponytail, with a ponytail on his head, pretty nice hair slicked back, and he has this huge grin on his face, and And he's like, he's just like grinning at his He's just like, calm down, just here for a little chat.
I spit in his face.
Yeah,
Interrupt him. Spit in his face.
Yeah, and it takes it, and it like flies through his face, and he's just like, "Is that any way to meet an old friend?"
No, friend, you're an asshole.
I see. I have caught you at a bad time.
Yeah.
I will see you some other time.
Wait.
Yeah, and he like backs away. He lets go of your arm, and he's just like, maybe then you'll be a little bit more hospitable. And he starts like half of his body starts to like dissipate, almost like something like in a sandstorm, you know, and as it like disappears into the wind.
Before I'm like certain that he's gone, I whisper, shout, "I'll make your fucking face hospital with a fucking brand."
Yeah, so Quinn, you and Carissa are up for this, and probably Ruger as well, since he's just yelling. But yeah, Quinn, you saw nothing. You saw none of that. You saw nothing. He was just Foster. It looks like he was just like yelling to himself and firing up at a tree.
I'm kind of just gonna just lean.
Oh,
up
hey,
and
guys.
Just,
I
just lean on my lean on my elbow and be like, "Was it the whispers?"
Yeah, it's something like that.
Oh god, just the way you said that was perfect.
Great delivery.
Alright, yeah, so Foster says something like that. Quinn, how do you react?
I hold up 2 fingers and I ask him, "How many fingers am I holding up?"
2. Look.
No, you don't know that.
Oh yeah, I can't see.
Yeah, you're a little bit blind.
Yeah. I say, wow, it's. Sorry, choking on peanuts.
Roll D5.
Oh.
Go ahead, roll it. What does fate decide? Is he crazy or not? This is the roll. How many fingers was it? Quinn?
4.
Was he right, Quinn?
Well, still going 2 fingers, so.
Hey, you sure you okay there?
Look, don't worry about it. Back to sleep. I'm still on watch. And I brood. Voice cracked. And then I brood until they go to sleep.
All right. Well, if anybody else doesn't have anything to say to our lovely companion here, all right. The rest of your watch goes without warning. Is Foster a little bit more paranoid now? Like, is he just like on
Oh, yeah.
edge? Oh
Yeah, he's like keeps looking over his shoulder.
yeah. Very nice. All right. So Quinn, you're the last one on watch. Give me les perceptions. Solid.
Nice.
Very solid. Oh shit. Why am I rolling so so low? God damn it. Quinn. 1 second. Let me think of something. Where are my notes? Fuck. All right, Quinn. So Quinn, when you're on watch, is Quinn just like pacing like Foster was? Is he just sitting down looking out of the darkness? What is Quinn doing on his watch?
I am leaning against a tree, standing up.
Okay. Yeah. So when you're leaning up against there, Quinn, you feel from the tree behind you, arms starting to envelop your body.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I say, hey, hands off. I'm a monk.
Yeah, so there. Yeah, Quinn. So there are these arms. There's 6 of them that cover your body in them. They're all scaly. They're holding gigantic swords. And right next to you, you hear this slithering come from its tongue towards you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, and she's like, she's like, you are a monk, but you're my monk. I could do what I will with you. How are you doing there, Quinn?
Why are you here?
Just here to check up on my little boy. See what he's doing, what he's up to.
What?
Met a,
Wait a minute.
met a strange party here, have you?
I think I know what this is.
That's what she says to you, Quinn.
If you're here to deliver a message, then say and be gone. I will have nothing more to do with you.
That's what they all say, Quinn. Until they come crawling back into my arms. And when she does that, she like her lower arm starts heading through your crotch region. Are you gonna resist in any way?
It's the Pope.
You probably can't. She's way too strong for you. Yeah, she starts going for it. And the last thing she says, she like gives it like a quick grab, and then she's just like,
I make an attack with my crotch.
she's like, and yeah, and when you do that, she's like, oh my god!
She was dead.
Yeah, so when that happens, she's like, she feels it. She's like, oh, I knew you were excited to see me. Just know I'm watching, and her arms start to slip into the tree. And the last thing you feel is her tongue up against her neck as she fades into the tree and disappears.
I'm sweaty.
God. Alright, that's what happens to Quinn. You're a little morning comes. Everybody is awake to Quinn. Quinn is awake. You all have your HP back.
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
And 3 of us are scarred for life.
Yeah. And you guys wake up.
Do we level up?
Yes, you level up as well. So
I'm so happy.
there's a little bit more XP that you guys get for the last fight each. You guys get an additional 300 XP divided by 4. I don't know what that is. Let me get my phone out. Oh, God, that was funny. That was funny.
Oh, my cheeks. Oh, God.
So you guys get another 75 experience on top of what you guys already should have had from last session. But yeah, you guys level up, so you guys can do all of that stuff now. While I compose myself and get more water.
I need to.
Is anybody gonna want to roll for their HP?
Yeah.
Okay, who's gonna do it?
A fighter's D10, right?
Yes, fighter D10.
We got 75 XP.
Yes, another 75 for the beach.
Oh, 55.
Okay, so Ruger, do you know about the taking the average? Hey, nice, you got one more than it.
Sure.
Wait, who was that?
I don't know. That wasn't me.
Melvin.
Oh, Melvin. Why'd you roll that, Melvin? Was that for your HP?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you get one more than average. Nice. So you get 7 HP. Anybody else gonna want to roll for the HP?
What's the average thing?
So average is half of your hit dice plus your con plus 1. So half for you would be 6 plus your con.
That'd be 9.
Yep. Or potentially you can get 10 plus your con. Potentially.
That's only one extra. Whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Alright, so you're gonna take the average?
Yeah.
Alright. Good job being a pussy. I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go get some water and you guys can do all your level up shit.
Epi, what XP are you at?
1255.
Out of 900 or what?
Huh?
What's the?
Oh,
XP?
we're level 3 now.
I know, but what's the cap for the next level?
The cap is 2700. Wait, what do you need to know? Just make yourself level. Just make yourself level 3.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I get to get a fighting style now. I don't know, a martial, an archetype, maybe.
Yeah, you get an archetype. Oh wait,
Whoa.
do we all get archetypes? Wait, when do you get up archetypes? I always forget.
It's always different
Level
for every
3, I
class. Yeah. Some classes get it
I-
at 2, some classes get it at 3.
All right.
I get it this level, but I don't know any of them.
You get
I
what?
know I get an archetype this level, but I don't know. I only know champion. I
Are you
don't
guys
know
level
any of
2
the
or level
ones.
3?
Level 3.
3 now.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me get my book out. My book. Yeah, I think fighters get it at level 3. Get an archetype. Let's see what you get. So you can be a champion, a battle master, or a eldritch knight.
Yo, wait, what? Why that?
How the hell do you get a 10?
Yeah, what the fuck?
How do you, oh shit, nice. Wait,
Oh,
was that plus your
why?
was that plus your con?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
con to
yeah,
it.
so I got 29 now. All right.
Nice. That was a nice roll.
Dude,
Thank you.
same.
Very sick. All right, so Ruger, do you know what? Or sorry, Happy, do you know what the archetypes are?
Yep. I didn't know what the archetypes were. I just needed to know what the names of them were.
Yeah, so you can be a champion, a battle master, or an eldritch knight. So, do you know what those things do? Did you read up on them?
I can just look it up. Yeah.
Well, they're kind of complicated. Some of them. So a champion is what you get at third level is that you can crit on a 19 or a 20. That's the only bonus you can get from that. But there's more as you level up, and those you can read up on. You can become a battle master, which gives you a bunch of like maneuvers that you can use during battle. There's an entire list of them on the next page after that. There's a lot of useful maneuvers there. Or you can become an eldritch knight and you can learn a couple spells. You learn 2 cantrips and 3 spells with 2 first level spell slots at third level. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things you're able to choose at third level. But I should have told you guys to have all this ready because I knew you were gonna make it, or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, those are the choices you can make. Are you all set with yours, Karina?
Yes.
Oh, I got a pack boon.
Yeah. How about you, Melvin? Are you good?
Yeah.
Epi, are you doing yours as well?
Yeah.
I know you get to choose some spells as well, so that might take a little.
Yeah. You gotta bring me up to speed on that because I forget how to do spells. It's been so long.
Oh yeah, let me open the book back up. You are a warlock, correct? Yes. Le warlock. So you get to change your spells whenever you level up. So you can use a charisma modifier. Yep, an additional. Pass making an attack. Wait, what is it? That spell? First level, you know, one's first level spell of your choice. A spell you choose must be a little higher. When you reach 6th level, for example, you learn a new warlock spell. Additionally, when you gain a level in this class, you could choose one of the warlock spells you know and replace it with another spell from the warlock spell list. Yeah, so when you level up, you can replace any of your spells with another spell from that list, from your warlock spell list at whatever level you want.
And hold on a second.
Well, it has to be of a level for which that spell is. So if you want to replace a first level spell, then it has to be replaced with another first level spell. Sorry.
All right, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
But in addition, because you're level 3, you get another spell known. So you could pick one more spell.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna pick. I was gonna pick Pact of the Blade. We talked a little about this when I was making my character. But I think I'm gonna switch over to Pact of the Tome
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
because I just realized how fucking barbaric normal weapons are.
Yeah. Nice. So you actually get another so this spell that you get it can be a second level spell because you get a second level
Oh.
spell slot. Yeah. So you can start choosing from the second level spells, but only for one of them because you only got one second level spell slot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that there.
And then you get your invocations as well. So yeah, you get a bunch of stuff as well.
I already picked my 2 invocations. Second level.
Nice. Cool. And then after that, all you got to do is pick a spell. Second level spell you can get.
All right, so I get level 2 spell.
What are you choosing, Melvin? Melvin.
I'm back.
Yeah, I was just wondering what you're choosing
Oh,
as
fuck.
a monk.
Shadow.
Shadow. Let me get the monks open. What kind of bullshit does a monk get now? Monks are pretty strong once they start getting up there. Could do a bunch of crazy shit. Divine Sense. My book is broken. I gotta get another one. I've opened it so much that the bindings are coming off. Shit's sad. Elixir right before. Nice. So you get to do a whole bunch of crazy shit now with Shadow, right? Is that where you get the Shadow Step, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I mean, well, I don't get it now, but soon.
Eventually, yeah, you got it. Nice. And what about you, Karina? What did you pick as a rogue?
I'm doing thief because it fits her better than assassin.
Yeah, that's true. Not Arcane Trickster? Come on.
I would love to do that, but she's more of a comic person than a thief will probably work with that better.
You could pick either. I mean, I don't care. I mean, it would make sense once you land on this like magically charged island that you would all of a sudden know how to do some spells.
True, but
And that your whole party was touched by a whole bunch of stuff.
Trauma. You were
Yeah.
touched by trauma.
And you know, the funny part about that is I made all the rolls. I have a table that I have right in front of me, and all those rolls were the stuff on that table. And I rolled so poorly. This is exactly what happened to the good side group as well. In the first session, I think it was the first session, I rolled 3 7s, and I had to come up with a bunch of shit for their characters as well. I wasn't planning on it. I normally only plan on 1, so that's why it took me some time to think about what was going to happen to you guys, because I rolled for 3 of you. It's bullshit. I don't know what's wrong with that. Nice.
Alright, so I get to pick 3 different cantrips now. Alright.
Cool, so Thief. Good bonus action. Yeah, you get your cunning action now too. So now you're super good.
yeah,
You're starting to you forgot about your cunning action as well from second level. Because you could have ran up that entire beach like faster than them. Whatever. You gotta start remembering that because I certainly won't. I will.
I'm still not used to being past level 1 in Rogue. Because I always die.
Well, come on, you're alive. Use it.
True.
Luckily, all of you are lucky.
That's a lie.
Not really, yeah.
Don't fill in false hope.
Yeah. Taking it easy on you, not for long. You're in hostile territory now.
I don't wanna. I quit. I quit the army.
Hey, you can do that.
My other D&D group, we're all level 7 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So the highest I've ever gotten people to.
Level 7. I think in my first campaign they're all level 9 right now, and those fights are getting crazy. Really crazy. It's pretty fun though. I never got to level 9. I was gonna do a one shot where everybody just picks a character at level 13, just to go fucking crazy against like legendary monsters. It'd be really fun. Fucking dragons and shit, just to see what it's like. But then like creating a character at level 15 is like ridiculously long. So you gotta pick all the shit.
Oh yeah.
There's so many different paths you can
yes.
take. It's so much better just to do it as you go. Is everybody ready? Tell me when everybody's ready.
Yeah, sorry, I still need to pick 3.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. We can wait.
Yeah.
I want to do Battle Master, but there's like a million fucking maneuvers to pick from.
Yeah, I know. We can take time. That's fine. Take the time. I should have told you. I should have reminded you guys to pick the shit ahead of time. That's my bad. We can wait on it. Gives me more time to think about the boner attack.
That was so fucking good. What the fuck, dude?
Oh god.
Fucking crits.
Oh god.
I've been in a session where my players almost got raped by a rat.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
What the? Say. Oh god. You have to continue how that happened.
So I gave one of my players a rat. It was a really interesting rat, and the players accidentally threw a rat tail because he drank some potion that gave him a rat tail. So the rat that my player had fell in love with them and like tried to rape him. It wasn't my idea. It just kind of happened. And it was really bad.
Just kind of happened. Wasn't my idea. I'm only the GM.
No. I just kind of played out that way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean, my kind of molesty thing just kind of happened, but that actually made sense considering what it was. I didn't intend for it to be counter molestation. Oh god.
Sorry I'm taking so long.
No, it's no problem. No problem.
Yeah. It's just hard to pick from all these
No problem. You got a lot of
these
choices.
things.
It's life or death.
You're only ever gonna use Eldritch Quest anyways.
Pretty much. It's life or death.
Well, actually, this one right here is really useful. Spare the dying, so I'm definitely taking that one. That just makes it so.
You get that at second level?
It's a.
Third.
let's see, it's yeah. I get it from my Pact of the Tome. It's what are they called? It's a cantrip. There we go. It's a cantrip for clerics. And with Pact of the Tome, I get to pick 3 cantrips from any spellcasting class.
Really? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Spare the Dying is only a cantrip?
Yeah.
Check that shit. That seems a
Level
little
0.
good. Spare the Dying. What the fuck? That is 0. The creature becomes stable. The spell has.
So now I can be the designated nurse.
Oh my god! Yeah, you guys definitely need some heals. Like the other party has like tons of healing, and then you guys. Well, actually, they don't. You guys didn't pick any healing. It makes things more interesting when you go down because you guys scramble to try to revive somebody. It's really funny.
Wait, does that just stabilizes them,
Yep,
right? They're
just
still
stable.
unconscious.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
stabilizes.
become stable. Yeah.
Jeez.
Shame. Do I? Let me check my. No, never mind. I was gonna check my spells and see if I ever get healing as a warlock, which I probably don't.
No, I don't think so. There's not too many healing spells in D&D in general, though.
Yeah.
There's only Cure Wounds, Healing Word. There's an AoE heal spell, but that takes 10 minutes to cast.
Jesus.
And yeah, it's for like short rests and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
then there's
healing like a cure.
Paladins lay on hands.
Yeah, and then there's Paladin. Those are the only like big like healing spells. Because one of the characters on the good side was like she plays a lot of MMOs and she was like she's always a healer. So she was like, I want to be a healer in D&D, and I was just like, I really want to give it to you, but like there's only like 3 spells that actually heal people. So I try to work around giving her some more options and stuff like that. She wanted to play that way.
So, where do I put the maneuvers in my character?
So if you press your character sheet, if you level it up, let me open it up here. Oh yeah, you already have it there. I don't know actually. I think it's over on the racial traits. Over on the right. Yeah, fighting style. Fighter. You adopt a particular thingy. So over in class features, if you just press add underneath fighting style, you can start writing in all the stuff there, like just the name of it.
Right.
And if you could just put the name of it, and then if you want to keep your book open on your desk, so you can just go read it there. You don't have to type it right now, just so we can get going. Just like write them down, and then you can keep track of them. And then you also need a something to keep track of how many maneuver die you have.
All right, there we go. I just gotta put these in.
No problem.
Minor illusion.
It would be better if they actually automatically put them in there for you.
Message or mage hand?
Message is pretty good. Mage hand is if you want to pick up stuff, not too useful.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking like very obscure, like situations where these things would be like real useful. It's like,
I mean-
oh, what if we're in like a jail cell and I have to get a key? And that's no. I just get message.
Yeah, both are good for situations and stuff like that. Like if you want to talk to somebody without talking, message is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I'll go message. All right, so I got spare the dying, minor illusion. Do I need? I hate the ones where like you actually need materials for, but whatever.
I don't do the material. Yeah, unless it's like unless it's like something like the revive spells that need like diamonds and stuff and a lot of money. I do it for those, but anything like fucking twigs or some bullshit.
Yeah, in that case, I'm gonna replace minor illusion with light, so I have to.
Yep.
Well, actually, prestidigitation just makes it so I can have a torch whenever.
Yeah, and
so.
I would always just assume that your character goes into town and just buys that shit automatically, and stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'm all set. Minor illusion, spare the dying message.
Nice.
Also, spare the dying doesn't even require any materials.
Nah.
It's great.
Yeah, I just kind of touch them.
Yeah.
Bad touch.
I'm gonna touch all of you guys.
Stop.
Don't touch Quinn. We'll touch you back. Touch it back.
Anyway, I'm done. I'm all set. I need one more. Take your time. I'm gonna go get a water. Be right back.
Alright.
So I actually forgot to ask you this, Karina, but one of my players in the other game is starting up he's trying to look to start up like a Star Wars game, I think. On like Saturdays. I know you have like school and stuff, but he wanted me to ask you if you wanted to join that. Because he was looking for players, and he wanted to pick among like my players as well, just in case anybody was interested.
Maybe. Next week is my finals week.
Mhm.
And then from then on, I'm pretty much free.
Yeah, so you can message him. I don't think you can see him. On general chat, he is just Jay. He's a pretty cool guy. He was looking to start up on Saturdays potentially. So if you want to shoot him a message, say you're interested on a Star Wars game.
I'm back.
He'll message you back. Cool. Awesome.
Hmm.
Happy you good?
There's just so many of these. I need one more. Just one more.
Okay.
I have parry and riposte.
Yep, those are good.
Maybe that's your dueling aesthetic.
Kind of between commander's strike and maneuvering attack.
There's always the roll. Gives a roll for it. So I've been working on this on the Mass Effect game that you saw, Karina. I think I sent that to everybody, right, in the general chat.
Yeah.
That I was starting that. I've been trying to make the game myself because I've been looking into other sci-fi games and they are just so complicated. Like there's so much shit to do. So I was like, I'm gonna make my own. And I've done it before. Like I've made a game before, really simple, based off 5e. But this is so much different, and I understand why they have to put so much shit in because there's so much you have to consider when it comes to like sci-fi stuff, with like space combat and planets and like how to handle stuff and damage and how to balance things. It is so difficult. But I'm trying. It's just taking very long. But I don't know. Like there's one of them that I'm using that I read up on. It's like a Mass Effect RPG or something like that. And that one like uses it's not like D20s or anything. It uses D6s, but it's very complicated in the way it does a lot of stuff, and it makes it very hard to understand. So it's just like I can mix that with another one that's like super mathy, like everything like take like one turn will take like 20 minutes just to get through all the math and stuff. I don't want it to be like that either. So I'm trying to like condense it into like a 5e type simple type of game, which is just taking really long. So that probably won't be done for like months. But I'm working on it. I'm trying.
I believe in you, Nick.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Same.
Turns out it's hard to make games.
Who would have thought?
Along with prepping for your game and the game on Sundays that I do, it's just a lot of fucking shit to do. So.
Because I have a Mass Effect character already built, sort of. Like I was in a chat like Mass Effect game. So I have a human engineer who's like really sassy. That one I use.
Nice, yeah. There's so much stuff you can do with sci-fi and things like that, especially in a universe that's already set up. Like, oh, that's great. So.
Oh yeah.
I like think about this stuff before I go to bed, like how I can do it, just so I can get it out there. But I gotta be patient. It's gonna take way more time than I want to. Also, working out around because Mass Effect is like a video game, and trying to get around that into an RPG is so much more harder. Because like doing shields and like barriers and armor and how like biotics don't work against that. But then you also have to like keep in mind like if somebody wants to go like an adept, like you can't just like make everything immune to adepts when they have shields and armor up. It's a lot of stuff to consider. So I don't know. We gotta try to work around it. But I'm like mixing the two games, the best things about the two games, into like a 5e type of format. With a D100 system, with like XCOM type shooting system, just a whole bunch of shit. I don't know what I'm doing. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
What are the different types of artisan tools?
There's like a thieves tools. There's like a sculpting tools. There's like a merchant's. There's a disguise tools. I think, or like a kit or something like that. I don't know. It's in the player's handbook. It's in like the store section. Why? What do you want to know?
Because with Battle Master, you get proficiency in one type of tools.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that right now. You can just add that later.
Yeah, you still gotta get the tools, so.
Yeah, you gotta buy them. They're pretty expensive.
I doubt you'll find like fucking a bunch of lockpicks behind a rock in the middle of the forest, so.
Yeah. Did you pick it, Ruger? You good?
See if this. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Nice.
Nice.
All right, so everybody's ready. You guys wake up in the morning after all the violations that happened to you in the middle of the night. And yeah, you're just in the middle of a forest. You wake up. You guys don't hear anything, just the chirping of birds. It's pretty peaceful out in the forest when you're there. What would you guys like to do?
Get up from the ground.
Yes,
And that's it.
And do what?
Alright, Alright, well, I just got a tome, a grimoire in my possession out of nowhere, so I'm gonna look through and be like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, so what is this grimoire? Is this connected to your god, right?
Sorry. Your patron gives you a grimoire called a Book of Shadows. When you gain this feature, you can choose 3 cantrips, so on and so forth.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So let's say you've had this book this entire time, but you haven't had like the gift
Oh.
from your god to see it, and you just wake up this one morning and she has acknowledged your prowess in battle,
oh, stop.
and running away like a little bitch as well.
Shush.
And and yeah, you just wake up one morning and look into the book. Maybe this is like a tradition for you, but yeah, you wake up and you look into the book, but this time you can actually read what's inside of it. You start to learn its secrets as well. But yeah, you have your Grimoire. What were you saying you were
Nope,
gonna do?
ignore that.
Oops. So what were you saying you're gonna do?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me.
Yeah.
All right, so well, I said I was gonna look through that, but I guess I don't have to. So
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna roll another perception check again.
So
See,
what are you trying to perceive? What is your goal
again,
for this
allies or
perception?
enemies.
Yep. Go ahead.
Well,
Yeah, you can't tell over the chirping of the birds.
All right. Well, everyone else is awake. You said.
But it should be.
All right. Well,
I'm just kind of sitting up on the ground, staring blankly at the spot where the eye appeared last night.
I look at Ruger and say, "What's the matter? Look like you've seen a ghost."
Well,
I'm not ready.
For what? What aren't you ready for?
Now, this might sound crazy.
Try me.
Alright, so last night I was just leaning up against that tree there and I heard some whispering, right? So I turned around and there was nothing there. And then all of a sudden it started coming from the front of me. And then I looked down and there was an eye and it said I could have whatever I wanted or something like that. And then it told me to go to
Carford. Or Cofford. It's a Boston accent.
Carford Yard.
Cofford. Right there.
Carford. All right. Did it tell you where Carford is?
No.
Well, fuck it then. If you want us to go, we've told us where it is. Don't you think? I don't like this place. What's a magic mumbo jumbo? I don't quite understand. It's like church all over again. Anyway, I say we break camp and go searching for who's ever in command now.
Okay. So
This is still an invasion.
yeah. So you guys are gonna specifically look for somebody, or you gonna go to a specific destination? Like, I'm gonna have you roll like a survival check to see where you're going, and if you get lost or whatever, because you're in the middle of the woods. There's no written maps on this place. Do you guys have any ideas how you're gonna navigate this forest? You know the general direction of the beach that you came from, but other than that, the other three
Yeah.
directions you have no clue.
Okay, so we should head in the opposite direction of the beach then. We gotta head inland.
All right, so you got to start heading inland.
Mhm.
All right. So whoever has the best survival skill, give me a check with
Karina, lead us to victory.
with advantage because they're helping you.
Well, actually, Melvin's awake now. So Melvin, what's your
+3.
Hey,
Oh,
there you go.
there you go.
Yeah.
Let's see.
With advantage.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
So you guys head in a pretty. You're pretty sure of where Quinn is taking you, leading you guys through this forest, and you guys are walking through. It takes you about a good 3 days of travel that you guys are just walking through this forest. Actually, let me get out and measure something real quick. Yeah, that's gonna take some time. So yeah, you guys walk through this forest for 3 days. That's Quinn is guiding you. There have been like rare sightings of woodland creatures. You guys are pretty much. Give me another survival check for how you guys are feeding yourselves, unless you guys just want to eat rations.
Is that all of us?
Well, just Melvin again
Um,
for hunting,
Oh, that
or
works.
whoever wants to hunt. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so you guys can go out hunting and stuff. There's relatively small game and stuff like that. And your particular hunting day, one day, Karina, when you're going out to hunt, there is there is a day that you go out and you go hunting. This is probably the second day, and you look around a tree, and there's a bunny just there. He's a gray bunny. He's like eating some grass. He perks his ear up and sees you, and that's when we get the shot of like his eyes, his baby doll eyes, turning towards you, Karina, and then you put an arrow right between its eyes.
Oh,
Yeah, it is
so sad.
Yeah, but you are fed for the day. And that is on the third day.
What if I'm a vegan?
Is Corsaris a vegan?
I'm gonna starve.
No.
Yeah, she's like, fuck that.
There's some grass on the ground. Well,
Yeah, so for the next 3 days, Melvin, give me another survival check.
With advantage.
Yes. Nice.
Nice.
Same amount. You rolled a 1 on your second one. All right. So you go another 3 days. And on the second day, you guys have been going for about 5 days now. Give me a perception check, all of you.
all
So
right.
walking through Le Forest.
Perception. All right. All right. All right.
Not bad.
She's hungry.
Yeah. So
She's distracted.
yeah, so Carceres is thinking about the eyes of that bunny that she shot through the
Traumatized.
Yeah, exactly. And you get into this section of the forest. There seem to be some trees that have been knocked down recently. And there's these other trees that have these 2 large prints on the side of them. They're kind of separated. They have like huge like prints. I just said that, but you know, there's huge indents on the side of these trees that looks like they've been kicked or something. And you get to this clearing, and you start to feel some heat. Unnaturally. It's not like been an Amazon forest or anything that you're walking through. It's just like a relatively cool pine forest that you're walking through. But there's this sudden like barrier of heat that you walk through. And yeah, Corsaris is a little bit too preoccupied to take notice to it as you're walking through it. What would you guys like to do?
Nothing, apparently. You said there's like like a path
Yeah. No, there's not a path. There's just like a little
Oh,
clearing
of
first.
destruction. I mean,
Yeah, some knocked over trees, some that have indents on the side of them. And Melvin, with that 21, you're looking through the maze of the forest, and you see this like light pink outline of something, pinkish purplish outline of something in the distance.
In the forest?
Yep, in the forest, through a couple of trees. Oh, it's also raining
You think-
today.
Oh.
How far is it?
Good like 100 meters probably.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. 100 meters is too far. Like 50 meters.
If I
That's-
were to move closer, I mean...
You can move closer, sure.
Okay, I have a class feature,
Mask of
and it's
Fire.
raining.
You can attempt to hide even when you are lightly obscured in foliage. Heavy rain. Yeah. No,
Oh.
it's not heavy rain, but you know there's enough foliage around. So yeah, you do this. What does it look like when Quinn uses his Mask of the Wilds? What does he do?
Um, I I wave my hand in front of my face and I disappear
Okay.
like John Cena.
John Cena.
Oh my fucking god. All right. All right. So give me a stealth check as you're walking up to this thing. I'm assuming you're gonna be stealthy. Are you gonna tell everybody to stay behind, or are you gonna want them to follow you? Monsieur Quinn.
I mean, if you all have something else that can help you hide, might as well come along.
I have invisibility.
Stealth is my specialty.
Hey. You have disadvantage because of your heavy armor, by the way, Ruger.
I don't have. I got
got-
the chain shirt.
Oh, you got rid of that? Oh, okay.
No,
No, I have a chain shirt.
doesn't have a
Oh. I thought you had disadvantage on that. Why am I forgetting that wrong?
No, the only reason he got it was because it didn't have disadvantage.
Oh, right. Go through all that. Okay, and then who was? You guys are gonna follow, right? So you're just gonna use invisibility on yourself, Foster?
I'll actually use a freaking spell for once in my life.
Mm-hmm. And Carceres, are you gonna follow them, or are you just gonna lazily walk about?
I follow them, but still gonna kind of be out of it.
Okay. So would you like to give me disadvantage stealth, or would you say she's
Yeah.
too far out of it?
If you didn't do disadvantage yourself.
Okay, go ahead. Oh my god.
No.
You're fine, yeah. Yeah, rogues are bullshit. All right, so you guys walk up to this thing. Nothing. 1 second. Let me roll something real quick. God damn it! I love this game. So you guys come to a little clearing in the forest. When you guys get close enough, there's like this pretty solid wall of trees that you have to walk around. That's blocking line of sight. There's enough foliage and stuff, and just kind of bullshit all around it. You guys break through it very stealthily, I might add. And you see this like eruption from the ground. There's like this pillar from the ground. It's pretty decent sized. And there's almost like lava. There's just like this wax like seeping from the top of this little structure here. Like going into around the top of it, flowing down to the ground and being absorbed by the earth. It doesn't seem to like that's the source. You can definitely tell that's the source of the heat. But yeah, it's just kind of disappearing when it hits the ground, almost like lava. You can see like little cracks in it. It's very purple. And when you guys break the clearing, just like on the beach, some figures start to form from inside of it. They start to gain their form. They're rising up, and there's one like little head that you can see at the top of it. Quinn, everybody give me perception checks.
Yes.
All right. So yeah. So Quinn, you can see it, and Carceres and Ruger, you guys can all see this like little head structure formed from the wax that's seeping out of it. And it starts to form, and as soon as that thing is rising up, there are several others around it that start to rise up as well, drawing their weapons. And with that, let us roll initiative when I bring you guys over to the little box here.
All right.
It is the daytime as well. So this is what you see. That's kind of the thing in the center, the wax that you can see. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
All right. What starts to form are these guys. This one right here is the sentry that I'm going to reveal first. And then the rest of his buddies are the ones that form around him.
And you said this is like it goes down, like it's like a pit.
No, it doesn't go down. I couldn't make it so it seeps over it. It comes from the top and goes over the edges towards the ground.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Almost like a mini volcano. Yeah.
Yep.
I just couldn't make it so
Beautiful.
it covers it. Yeah. Nice. Solid.
Oh yeah. Initiative. Dude.
But those are the rest of them that come out. na na na. Na na.
Nice.
Oh my god, what
Nice.
the fuck? and they saw you first. Okay. So go
Well,
down.
they-
Carceres. So immediately, Carceres, since you're the first one to act, you can tell that these things are different. They're not like the ones that you saw at the beach. They're much more purple, fully formed, much more solid as well. They're stable, and they're ready to start fucking shit up. And it is you're the first one to react though. Go ahead.
Alright. See. I'm gonna shoot this one from back here.
So don't forget your cunning action, so you can move first and then shoot to get into a little better position, or you know,
I
whatever you got.
could. I'll guess I'll move.
So just keep in mind, if you want to stay behind any of the rocks or trees, the center of the trees for cover, you can certainly do that.
Nah.
Mhm.
Shoot. Shit.
The one right in front.
Alright.
Can I clarify real quick?
What's
Are we still hidden?
No, they saw all of you. He like gave a little
Oh,
warning.
okay.
Even me, I was invisible.
Oh yeah, you were invisible. Yeah, they definitely can't see you then. Nice. A short bow. 10 to hit. Misses.
Figured. Ugh. No, it's fine.
Any more movement?
And, no.
You have a cunning action in this if you
I
want to go
do.
somewhere. So you can try to hide as well if you want to. Actually, no, you can't. You can't hide out in the open.
I'll just leave it. It's
All
fine.
right, you're good. Foster, go ahead. You were
Sorry.
invisible. Yeah, so you're invisible. So they don't see you. They're not going to attack you. And if you attack one of them, you have advantage on the roll. But once you attack, you lose your invisibility.
Just real fast. Can you read that number to
Yep.
me? The one I'm measuring. I can't-
135
I can
feet. Yep.
Ah, all right. In that case, zoom in now so I can actually read what I'm doing. How's that?
Steal my spot.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna go over. Oh, there's a cliff here.
Yes.
Ooh, jump off it.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna sprint there. And so I'm basically invisible until I attack right now. 'cause
Yes,
it
you're
lasts an hour.
invisible until
Alright.
you attack. Or do an action of some sort.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
sprinting is an action.
Yeah,
right?
no, not that.
All right, cool.
Like an attack action. You just gonna move?
That's my action. Yeah.
Alright, Ruger, go ahead. Gonna cower behind the rock, alright?
Also, can Foster see me right now?
Yeah, he should
Or
be.
actually, wait, never mind. I can't see him. So
Really? Oh, yeah. No, you should be able to see him. He's invisible.
Yeah.
Alright. Was that your full movement?
that was 30. Yeah,
You can move again if you want.
stay right here.
Okay, you sure about that? You positive? You don't want to run out in the open like Arceus? You good?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, come join me. We have fun.
Alright, Carceres. So
yeah,
these
alright,
guys.
1 second.
So these guys. Oh, so you're gonna move behind her?
No.
Okay. So these guys up at the top, they're pretty high up. They're about like 20 feet up in the air. So they're gonna rain down some little wax bolts on you. These have +2 because it's high ground. And they're outside of range, so it has disadvantage as well. So it's +2 with disadvantage. This one's gonna be on you, Carceres. They get 2 of them as well. 2 attacks. There's 1. Complete fail. 2. Does a 14 hit?
I'm pretty sure it does. Let me check.
Yep, I believe it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get one of the wax bolts right to the chest for 5 points of damage.
Hey.
Ouch.
Yes.
React to my level 2 health.
Yes. All right. So this guy over to the left, he's going to start moving forward. He's going to stop right around here, and then he's going to fire. No, it goes through the rock. He's going to just move more. Then he's going to move like right now. Actually, no. He's gonna ready action.
What's that?
Gotta remember that. This guy right here is also gonna move right here, and then he's gonna ready an action as well. And then Quinn,
Point that arrow at me.
it's your turn.
What do these things look like? Like, do they?
Yeah, so they're just like humans, but they're solid purple, very glossy as well. And yeah, they're just like humanoid form.
So like they have faces and shit. They have like
No,
eyes and
yeah, they
ears
have
and-
no faces. Yeah, it's just complete. You know, it's very soft.
Remind me what those red dots on them are.
Those are for me, not for you.
Okay. I thought I missed something as well.
Yep.
Oh. Wait, faster is.
Okay.
Who's your patron? Can I just ask? I mean, which one did you take?
Wait.
Are you asking in character or? You asked who my patron is?
As in, gee, what the hell? You know, I didn't know if Faster had that thing where warlocks used to speak directly into someone's mind. But
I think
never
that's
mind, I guess.
I think that's an ASMR thing. I think, or something like that.
No, I mean it's somewhere in the player's handbook. Let me just look for it for a sec.
Yeah, no problem. So Quinn, as you're looking that up, when you start to make a dash for it, one of them is going to try to shoot you.
Okay.
With his reaction, this one over here on the left, and then this one with the other red dot. They're both going to try to shoot you with their bolts. So here's the first one. Actually, these shouldn't be. No, they should be.
It's fucked up.
10 misses, and then the second one, 7 as well. So yeah, they both miss.
Nice.
All right, Quinn, are you just gonna move on your turn?
Yes, that is it.
All right, so this guy as well is gonna start moving up here. He's gonna get behind this tree. Then he's gonna try to shoot you, Mr. Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Why are these? I shouldn't be rolling with disadvantage as well. No, it doesn't matter. Wait, the other ones. Oh, that one should have hit. No. Whatever. Yeah, that one misses as well. And then his friend over here up top is going to try to shoot Corsaris. Right? Yeah, nope, that's 90 feet. That's 70 feet. It's going to try to shoot you, Quinn.
Jeez.
Okay.
This has +2.
For Quinn.
Yeah. This has +2 on it. So 18. Does that hit?
18. Hold on.
I believe it does.
I want to react to that.
Okay.
I have deflect missiles.
Okay. So the attack is reduced by 12. If it's 0, you can catch the missile. If it's small enough for you to hold in one hand, if you have at least one free hand. If you catch the missile in this way, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack with a weapon or piercing ammunition you just caught. That's part of the same reaction.
Oh,
So,
that's fucking badass.
Yeah,
dude.
so Quinn, you catch this thing. There's like a bunch of needles. You dodge all of them. And then the last one, you catch it between your hands. It's like a little, so it's a pretty decent sized needle that you catch. You could spend a key point to throw it back at somebody. Otherwise, you just catch it. Don't take any damage.
A bit too far. I'll just catch it.
All right. That was his turn. Corsaris, your turn. You just got needled in the chest.
Alright. I'm gonna keep on trying to attack these things. Go after this one.
All right, so he's behind like a tree, so he's gonna have a little bit of cover on you. If that's okay.
Oh.
The ones
Yeah,
up
that's
top,
fine.
the ones up top here aren't in any cover. They're just standing on top of a wax hill. Just keep that in mind.
Hmm. Let's see. I can reach this one.
Mhm.
I'll touch this one then.
All right, go ahead. 11 misses. Just barely. And your movement?
I am going to.
Oi!
I'm gonna move. That over here.
All right. Don't forget to put your damage on your short bar, on your short bow, because it removed it. Roll 20 did. It should be rolling damage alongside it. Okay, Foster, your turn.
All right. All right. So who's in cover again? Which one of these guys?
So this guy is just barely out of cover. This one here. This one's definitely behind cover. These guys up here aren't in cover. They're just on the top of the hill. This guy.
And this one is just right out in the open, right?
Yep. But you are going to have to fire through some foliage, so he has a little bit of cover.
Right. I'm sorry. You cut out.
So if you want to fire at these two, they have a little bit of foliage in between them and you. So
I
they
see.
have minor cover, so it's a +2. This guy behind this tree here, you have the angle on him, but if Carceres were to try to fire at him behind his cover, it would have been +5. It's all still foliage.
Mm-hmm. And you said this guy is in cover.
Just a little bit, not as much.
So how would that affect my attack on him?
I'll give him +2 to his AC.
Just see these guys here. Yeah, I'd rather attack this guy right here that I'm
All right.
indicating.
Go ahead.
Don't want to risk it. Pew pew.
7 misses, and you lose your invisibility.
Uh,
Oh
Just-
no, you have advantage on that. Do it again.
oh.
Yeah, it's a surprise attack because you're invisible.
Ah. Oh, well. Alright.
Even worse, doesn't matter.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna get behind cover, and then that's my turn.
All right, Ruger, it is your turn.
All right.
Don't mind this next thing.
Yeah, there you go. Add it to damage. You got to put a 1 in front of it, because it only rolled a 2. It's just putting a solid 2 in there. Yeah,
Well, in the heat of this intense battle, I'm just sitting behind this rock, and I'm gonna kind of stand up and yell, "Everybody take cover! Let them come to us!" And then I'm gonna sit back down, and that's my turn.
All right. All right. That's Ruger's turn. Excuse me. This guy is going to fire through some foliage at Quinn. He's gonna jump down, actually. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know. No, he's not gonna do that. This guy's gonna go jump down from this little mound. He kind of like seeps into the wax. You can see him like float down a little bit and then reappear on the ground. And he's gonna end up behind this rock here. And he's gonna peek out of cover and he's gonna try to shoot you, Quinn. You have a +2 to your AC, Quinn, so go ahead and add that as he's shooting through the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And he rolls an 18. I don't think that hits. Yep. Doesn't
No.
hit. Yep, he's all good. This guy over here, Ruger, is going to come behind this tree here. You are in pretty sufficient cover. And he is actually going to make a break for this little thing right there. He's going to try to climb it. I'm going to use an athletics check.
Falls and
He
dies.
fails, and it takes him too long to climb up it, so that's his turn. He's just trying to spend his turn to climb up there. This soldier right here is going to try to shoot you, Quinn. No bonuses. 21.
I will react to that again.
Okay.
D.
Nope. Wait, you don't get it yet. You don't get it.
Oh.
You already used your reaction for your turn.
Oh, it's not one. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a reaction, and your turn is next. And you would have
Yes.
reset there, but you already deflected something, so you take 3 damage.
All right.
Yeah, so now you get your reaction back, and it's your turn.
Oops.
Yeah, no problem. Come on, do it. You know you want to.
I am going in.
Okay.
Oh,
Famous last words.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay. Then.
16 hits for 8 damage. You get a solid slice off, but he's not dead.
I'm sorry.
You get a solid slice off, but he's not dead.
Okay, I still have my unarmed attack.
22 hits again for 5. He's still not dead.
Jesus. All right. I end my turn.
All right. And then they're going to strike back. So the guy turns around as you're slashing behind him, and he's going to try to claw you. He gets 2 attacks now with his claw.
Oh shit! It's this guy.
Yeah, he's the one right next to you. He's going to turn around and try to hit you back. So here we go. Here's the first one. 19 hits, I believe, right?
Yes, it does.
So take 4 damage, and then here's the second one from him. Another 5.
Oh wow.
I'm going in. The guy up on the hill is going to try to attack you with his wax bolt. This has advantage because these guys have pack tactics. So it has advantage and a +2 because he's above you. So here we go. Take another 4 damage to the back, unless you want to use.
Can I react to that?
Yep, you can use your reaction now. All right. So I'm going to put a little marker on you to make sure we remember that you used it. Okay. Put a little green marker there as you deflect it. Are you going to want to use the Kai to throw it back?
Yes, I will. Hold on. That thing does 1d8, right?
Yes, it is a bolt.
Okay, let me just edit my thing.
You can just roll a d20 and then roll a d8.
Oh, I mean, cause it's a monk weapon. Cause it's a monk, so I get my proficiencies and stuff.
Yeah, you can add all that too. You don't have to make something in your character sheet. You can just add it.
Hold on a sec.
Do some maths.
Oh sh. Damn it. 1.
Okay, so you're going to throw that back at who? Who are you throwing it at?
This one.
Alright, you're just going to catch it and then turn around and just like jab it into
And
his
shove it inside, yeah.
Yeah, nice. He takes a 9 damage, but he's not dead. But he's
Jesus.
Oh, what?
he looks pretty unstable now though. Is that your turn? Oh no, that was his turn. That was
a
Illigan's.
reaction, yeah.
Yeah, Carceres, it's your turn.
Yeah. Alright.
You see another person willing to get revived by Carceres's hands. Another potential.
I thought I wasn't the designated
No?
healer anymore.
My job now.
Maybe. You never know.
I cry every time. Anyway.
Have a job.
So the guy, so the guy that Quinn's engaged with, he is next to him, so you do get your sneak bonus now, but you're still firing through some foliage. If you want to shoot.
Alright, I'm gonna move a little bit closer.
Okay.
Move over here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna aim my short bow and try and kill this. Well, not kill, but you know, attack, dude.
The one Quinn is fighting.
Fighting. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Is that a disadvantage or is it just normal?
No, it's a normal shot.
There.
I'm just gonna give him some bonuses to his AC, just a +2.
Cool.
Hey, nice. You kill him with that. Yeah. Tell me how you kill him.
So after missing all those other times, I got really angry. So I just like shot him like through the neck.
Yeah. And once Yeah, once you hit him through the neck, like it was something core about that spot. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they all have Achilles heels somewhere. Yeah, he just like turns into a puddle of whatever and splashes all over his face as you get some hot liquid in your face, Quinn. But he dies in front of you. Cool. Any more movement? You have your cunning action.
Mm. Guess I'll move a little bit more
Okay.
this way.
Foster, your turn.
Strategy.
She just takes a step to the left.
I shamble out of my cover.
All right.
And fire at that guy there.
Do it up.
I will do it up, sir.
Do it up. 20. Yeah, you hit him for 8 points of damage. But he's alive and still kicking.
Nah, we'll stop it.
Nope. Anything else, sir? You still have a little bit of movement. You can go back into cover. You can scamper.
I'm gonna scamper back in the cover.
Okay. Ruger, you are taking a chill behind the rock. Nobody's taking your advice. In fact,
I
Quinn
am.
has not taken your advice at all. He's done the complete opposite. What would you like to do?
Kind of look over what's happening.
You realize who the real man in this party is.
Sit back down. real spooky here. So that's 10 feet, and then I have 50.
No, just
Remember,
wait
if
there.
if you click your token, hold it in with left click, and then press spacebar. You can just do all the movements as you're moving around.
Yeah, it's enough. Can I use use my action to sprint and then use action surge to attack?
Yes, you can do that.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, so you're gonna go right up next to him.
Go like right here.
Nice. Yeah, you can certainly run around there. Then you're gonna action surge and go ahead and use your action.
Use my action to sprint back and sit down.
Okay, you can't sprint all the way back, but sure. 19 hits. Roll a d8.
I will. D8 plus 4.
A nice 8 damage. He's not dead, but he's looking pretty worse for wear.
Oh, damn.
Is that everything, sir?
16 damage.
Yes, nice. So these guys, Quinn, this guy's gonna come over behind you. I don't know, his skin is shaking when you kill his friend or something. I don't know. Gets 2 attacks off on you. Here's the first one. This shouldn't have advantage. Normal attack. 17, I believe that hits. 3 points of damage. And then the second attack. 18, I believe that hits for 8 points of damage.
Oh my god. I'm going in.
I'm going in. 1 HP left, sir. This soldier over here, it looked like he was going up top there to try to flank you, but he notices that you just ran the opposite way, so he's gonna jump back down. He's gonna get over here, right, meow, and he's gonna try to shoot your Ruger. It says advantage because you are next to one of his friends.
Isn't that still foliage though?
What was that?
Isn't that still foliage though?
Yeah, that's true. You're true. -2.
So just be regular.
Give yourself +2 AC.
Alright.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Wait, that shouldn't have advantage. He rolled a 1. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, it should have advantage because it's pack tactics. Yep, that hits you.
Oh yeah.
So take 10 points of damage.
Actually, I want to see if this affects.
Yeah. Go ahead and put it in the chat if you typed it all out. See what it said.
Shit.
I think there's a special maneuver that deals with ranged attacks. I don't think parry does it for ranged. I might be wrong though.
Yeah, it's I'm just gonna take 10 damage, I guess. God damn it.
Okay. Yeah, he gets a good shot as his friend splits itself in half. It looks like they could communicate to each other. For some reason, he splits itself in half, and the bolts go straight through and hit you like right underneath the neck
Yeah, it's not fair.
area. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then his friend gets to go. So, did you take the 10 damage off? Go ahead and do that, sir.
Oh, I thought I did. Motherfucker.
No, you did not. I'm trying to cheat.
Oh, also, I keep forgetting that I can send them back 10 feet.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I gotta start doing that again.
You can. So yeah, Ruger, the one right in front of you forms
He
himself
what?
back together and attacks you twice. Normal attacks. That one misses. That one, I believe, that hits. Do you have your shield out? You have your
I
shield
don't have
out,
a
right?
shield.
You were
I don't have
two-handing
a
it?
shield. No, I don't have a shield.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you get
Actually, how would this? If he attacks twice, I have parry and riposte. Riposte, I can attack if they miss, and parry, I can take away damage if they hit.
Yeah. So you can riposte the first one, and then parry at the second one. Yeah, you can.
Well, no, you can only use. Well, actually, hang on.
Can you only use one per action? I think you can use
It's,
one.
it said per attack.
Yeah, so those are two separate attacks. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna
Yeah,
do that.
but
I'm
you
gonna
only
go
have a limited
fucking-
number. You only have four dice. So you're gonna spend the 2 points.
Well, actually, no. I'm gonna wait to see if it kills him with the riposte.
Okay, so you're gonna riposte the first one, right? The one that missed, or you,
Yeah. So I do that.
that misses.
God fucking.
Are you gonna parry the second one?
Wait, that's 7. Yeah, I'm gonna parry that. Yeah.
So this just reduces the damage, right?
Well, actually, it does it. Do I have to make a roll? Hang on.
I think it just reduces the damage at what you roll.
So the number is already dead. Roll d8. Ooh.
Hey.
Oh! So it literally does nothing. I gain 2 health. No.
No, yeah. So you try to riposte the first one, kind of falls short a little bit, but you know he does a little slick maneuver to dodge it, and then you come back and parry the other one. And you just completely knock his claw out of his attack range, and then it is your turn, Quinn. You were extremely injured, sir.
How does the guy in front of me look?
He looks untouched.
Hmm. Then I will disengage for my turn.
Okay. Run away! Foster. Tag in Foster, yeah. You can't if you want to climb up the side of the mountain there, you gotta give me an athletics check.
I'll try that.
Okay.
Athletics, right?
Don't roll a 1. Yep, athletics.
Ugh.
Hey, the opposite of that, yeah. So you just do a nimble, I don't know, fucking like rock climb to save your life up there. But yeah.
I push him down and say, "You're going in."
I take 1 falling damage.
All right. So
In the middle of all this, by the way, I turn around and see that now everybody's taking cover.
yeah, exactly. Now you're the only one up there. Not
Gotcha.
following your own advice, yeah. So the one up top notices that Quinn ran away. Is that out of cover? Is that out of range?
Fucking
Yeah,
prank, dude.
just barely out of range. You are lucky, sir. So Ruger, you are the next target. This has advantage, and +2 because he's on high ground against you, Ruger. So here you go.
Guys.
Take 5 points of damage.
I was taking cover the whole time.
Yep, even through the foliage, I think that hits you. So yeah, that's his turn. Corsaris. Ruger is getting pelted and surrounded, and he's the only one up there anymore. It's your turn.
Oh, I just gave myself 114 health. Hang on.
It's a -5, not that much. Na, 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 na. Carceres, be the hero. We all know you can be. Be the hero Quinn is not.
To be fair, Quinn's got a pretty good body count.
No, yeah, he's just got really unlucky by going in by himself.
I'm
Hey,
going in.
there it is. So if you can end up behind him, Carceres, you get the +2. But did you not have enough movement? I'm pretty sure you do. If you use your cunning action and to dash.
So, what was that advantage that this guy over here got?
For pack tactics, because his friend is attacking Ruger.
So, since these two are attacking this guy, if I attack that guy too, will I get a advantage?
You don't have pack tactics. No.
Oh, it's actually okay.
Yeah.
I'll put it in chat.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
Mama. Carceres, what are you doing? My good ma'am. You're muted. You've been muted this entire time, Karina. God damn it.
Eating.
No problem.
Sorry, I need to eat.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, no problem. I thought you were just trying to talk that entire time. That would have been really
I
embarrassing.
was actually.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Okay. The hero, Carceres, what are you doing?
So, yeah, I'm gonna. I think I had.
Pretty sure you have enough movement. I think you were here, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. You should have enough movement if you use your cunning action to get behind him. Yeah, you have just enough. 60 movement. There you go. You can get right behind him.
Perfect.
+2. Do it up. Stabby stab. Pokey poke.
Excuse me.
Hey, that hits for 2 damage. Sneak attack. You get your sneak attack bonus.
Please.
Na, 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 na. Do the roguey thing to do. Hey,
Whoa.
another 7. 9 damage does not kill him, but he is very.
What? What? Sounds like 16 plus.
I'll tell you.
He has
I'll
a
tell you right
lot.
now. These guys have 32 health. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yes, they are not the
Oh, did we-
pushovers that you saw on the beach.
Yeah,
That's
did
it.
we kill any?
Yeah. You killed one.
Huh.
One.
Thanks, me.
The one in front of her is almost dead. But yeah, that's your turn. Foster, this is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna. Quinn, you took my fucking spot. All right, whatever. I'm gonna move here then. Oh wait. Oh wait. No, hold on. Can I?
So you have the high ground as well if you're trying to attack this guy. So it's gonna pretty much null his bonus if you're
Oh,
attacking this
nice.
one up down here.
I can move like that, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I was making sure I'm not moving through the tree trunk.
Nah, that's fine. You
Alright,
can move
cool.
through Queen as well.
And which guy do we have the high ground on?
So this guy is in foliage. He's extremely hurt. But you have the high ground, so you're gonna get +2, but he's gonna get +2 to his AC. So it kind of nulls that out. This guy doesn't have, or you're gonna fire through the foliage for this guy, so he just has +2. But you also have the high ground, but he's not injured. And everybody else, except for this guy, he's exposed, like you've been attacking him.
Yeah, see, this is kind of a dilemma because, like, on one hand, this guy's almost dead. They can probably kill him real easily if Ruger doesn't miss.
Ruger goes next, yeah.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I can just kill him right now and make it a lot easier. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to attack the guy that's in the middle of there.
That's a very good choice.
Yeah, just get him out of the way. And then watch this.
I love it when you come in with your. I just love it. I love it when Happy comes in with the super froggy voice. It's the most sarcastic of remarks, but yeah, you. Maybe Quinn is like grasping for life, and he like tugs on your shirt or something like that as you're going to
Oh,
fire.
fucker,
And you just fire it up into the air. Yeah, you completely miss. Are you-
I smack him off me for 1 damage. Whatever. And I go back to my spot.
Okay, Monsieur Ruger, it is your turn. A beam of light fires into the air.
Hey!
Hey, deal damage. Gotta deal 7 points of damage. I'll tell you right now. Let's kill him.
6.
7.
7 points. Jesus.
7 points. Hey, there you go. You got him. How do you
Nice
kill
job.
this guy? The nemesis that has been fucking you up.
I'm gonna
Smack
fucking.
dick.
I'm gonna put the blade of my sword in my hands and then beat him to death with the pommel.
Oh.
This isn't fucking For
Half
Honor.
sorter.
This isn't For Honor.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So that's your turn. You have movement left, or a bonus action if you have one.
And
A bonus
I-
action is sprinting. A bonus action. A bonus action.
That's a movement. No. You still have 30 feet of movement though. Really? You're just gonna leave Carceres there after she came for you?
My rock.
Oh, wow.
I see how it is.
Are you really? Are you gonna do that, Ruger?
Yeah.
Fucker.
I don't want to get fucking shredded.
What a fucking pussy! Oh my god! All right,
It's alright, I'm a nurse.
Carceres. These guys are gonna promptly surround you. Actually, this guy's gonna go up here for Quinn. Instead,
Oh no.
he's gonna come right here. Quinn. He's gonna
Wait,
try to fire at you. He has a -2 because he's firing up at high ground. So this has -2 to it. 14. Does that hit? Nope. No, you're good. Yeah. So one flies by you, and then Carceres. This one's gonna come to your back. Gets 2 attacks on you. Here's one claw. Hits for
Ooh.
5. Hits for 5 points of damage. Here's the second attack. I believe that misses. No, you have 13 AC. That hits for 7 as well.
My god.
Yes.
You had someone there to back you up.
Yeah. So that
I
guy.
fucking how much?
What?
It puts me down, so
I fucking 14 health. That be.
Yeah, she's pretty low. You have
Watch get hit, idiot.
you have second wind, Ruger. As a bonus action, you can use that.
I don't want to waste it.
Whatever you say. Quinn, your turn. Carceres is yelling in pain as she gets slashed in the back.
I'm down.
Are
Hey,
you?
I'm the one with 1 health here.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah, so Carceres goes down. Yeah.
Oh, you're down? Oh, no.
Oh,
I just say to Quinn to get behind cover. I save him a spot behind my tree of life.
I will. For ranged weapon, when it says 20/60 feet, does it mean I get disadvantage on 60?
What do you mean? What did you say? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
For example, if the range says 60.
Yeah. For what? Say the whole thing again. What are you trying to do?
Is it that I get disadvantage if I'm throwing at something beyond 20 feet?
Yes. 20 to 60 feet means within 20 it's good. Beyond 20 it's disadvantage. Beyond 60, you can't make that attack. So yeah, if you're attacking at 60 feet, it has disadvantage.
I will try that.
All right. That hits for 7. He's not dead, but he takes the damage. Anything else, sir?
I will move behind,
Still
and
gonna,
that's it.
still gonna retreat.
Yeah.
Okay. One
Come
second.
closer to me, boy.
Yes. All right. So Quinn, that is your turn. This guy is going to fire at Ruger up top. This has +2, but you have +2 to your AC, Ruger. So here he goes.
Hey.
9 misses. Carceres, give me a death save. Oh, Carceres! Yeah, Carceres. So you get slashed in the back. There's a bolt that flies over your head as you jump awake. You're refusing to die today.
Nice
And
job.
you wake up with 1 HP.
She looks at Ruger and kind of flips him off.
Yeah. So I believe you get your turn if you crit. So go ahead, make your turn. You're prone. You're prone though.
Shit.
You do get knocked down, so you have to start out prone.
The only reason she's back up is because she really doesn't want me nursing her.
Yeah.
Out of
Or
principle.
you're too far away. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't get there in time.
No.
All right, so you got to use half your movement to get up. I'm assuming you're going to run. Pull a Quinn
Maybe.
and a Ruger.
I'm gonna move. It's like I only move like.
So you can move 15 as your disengage. You can move another
Yeah.
30 as your dash, and you have a cunning action. Or you can use your cunning action to disengage. You can move, and you can fire.
I'm gonna do that.
All right, yep. So cunning action to disengage 15 feet away. Yep, and then you can use your movement to move,
Moving over here.
and then you can fire.
Shoot me.
That misses. I'm sorry, but you woke up. You're not dead. Foster, your turn.
All right. I put my book down. I come
Yes.
out of cover
Yes.
and
Rinse and
I
repeat.
say,
Are you going
I
to use
say,
any
"Hey,
other
hey,
spell than Eldritch Blast?
why did I do that?
Now is a good time for that, as your teammates are dying around you.
What spell would I even use? I'm pretty sure none of the spells I have would even work because like Hellish Rebuke only hurts the last person who hurt me, which I
Yeah.
haven't been hit once, and Burning Hands works. Actually, would that
Yeah.
work?
Go ahead and charge. Yeah, Burning Hands works. It's an AOE, but it still does damage.
I know, but like I just want to see if it's even in range here.
I think if you get right up the edge of the cliff, you should be. Like right. What's the range on it? 30 feet?
Each creature in a 15-foot cone.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta get a little
So-
closer. Yeah, gotta jump down the hill.
Leave my safe space? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
I would sooner be the last one alive. Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Who are you firing at? So
That
if you
guy right in front of me.
yeah, so if you attack the guy right in front of you,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't have any protection. So yeah, yeah, that hits.
And
16.
moving back.
Okay. For 11 points of damage, yeah, but he's not dead. Are you gonna knock him backwards with that?
Yes.
All right, yeah. So back 10 feet as he gets
Get out of my safe
blasted
space.
backwards.
And
does
back to my tree.
Does he fall prone? No, he doesn't. He just gets blasted
No.
back. Ruger.
Whoop.
Oh my god.
Smart.
Actually, hang on.
Yeah,
Oh, I have a longbow. Hang on, wait.
yeah.
I'm gonna move right here. I'm
Okay.
gonna come right here. I'm gonna shoot him.
With
The
what?
guy. A
Spell.
longbow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 21 hits. Who are you shooting?
The guy that I ran away from.
The one right in front of you? Okay, yeah. Deal the damage. I think a longbow is a d8.
Yeah, alright. Plus what? My dexterity
Yep.
strength?
Dexterity. 5
Oh.
damage. He is unfazed.
Kill him in one hit.
I'm
You get a cower. All right. This guy is going to continue his attack over here. He's going to come running up this way, and then he's going to try to shoot you, Quinn. Here's this. Quinn, you have plus... No, this has -2. Oh, what's up?
I think Quinn's like gone right now.
Yeah, that's
But,
fine.
yeah.
I can kill him if he's gone. That's fine.
I'm just letting you know.
I think that misses. He has -2. Yeah, that misses. Yeah, still from the protection from the tree are keeping all these bolts from hitting him. But Carceres. Poor girl. This guy's gonna come right up next to you, Carceres.
Oh god,
Okay.
you can't run far enough.
Nope.
It's not good.
Yeah,
They're
not,
so
not
scared.
good.
Gonna have to nurse you at one point.
Yeah,
At some point.
Here's 2 attacks.
Well, they're finally coming to us, so
I tell all my girls that I love them except for that one person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you left them to die.
She was a bitch. She was a real bitch.
Plan is finally coming together, Ruger. They're coming towards you. Here's the first attack. Yeah, you go down. Yeah, he just gets a good solid hit off as you try to retreat with your short bow, but you go down again. I'm sorry. He gets another attack because he can multi-attack. He's gonna try to shoot you, Ruger. You got +5 from your cover.
wait, I'm on the rock though.
What's that?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get
Yeah, you got +5 to your AC. Yep. He's gonna try to shoot through it. Yeah,
Nope.
you're good.
Shoot
Alright.
through the rock.
Monsieur Melvin, are you back? Hello.
I'll take his turn.
Hello. Hello.
He probably wouldn't move anyways.
He's going to charge this man.
All right.
You're back. Hey, right on
going
time. It's your turn.
Uh,
I was gonna do your turn for you, but you know, I'm too good at this game. I can't do that.
is that 20? Yes, it is.
Oh, he's actually doing it. All right.
Oh yeah, I told you. See, I can read minds too. It's fine.
No.
Ranged weapon again.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's without disadvantage.
Quick!
Doesn't
I'll
matter.
just blast him before he dies.
You rolled a 5. Yeah. Doesn't.
There. I still have my movement, so I guess I'll.
Mhm.
Actually, no, I'll just stay there.
You gonna stay there?
I mean, I can't see the terrain, but I think I'm on the cliff, right? If I'm here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Alright, I'll stay there.
All right, Mr. Warrior up top. Carceres is down, and Quinn is the only other good target. So Quinn, here's an attack against you. +2. You get +2
Come at
AC.
me.
Yep, you get +2 AC. Here we go. Boop. Hey, you're good. You're
Nice
good.
job.
Carceres, give me another death save. Roll a 20 again. Do it. Don't roll a 1.
That's 20.
Roll.
Okay, let's see.
Don't ruin my
Hey,
plan.
not bad. You're not dying. Foster.
All right. I spend my entire turn reading my book. No. Come behind cover, or come out of cover rather.
Mhm.
Might as well shoot the same guy I've been shooting.
Do it.
I will do it. Just get out of edit. There we go. Whatever.
18 hits, yeah, but you do.
Well, yeah, it hits, but
You don't kill him.
yeah, 7 damage.
Only
Whatever.
deal 7. He's very woozy.
Back my spell.
But he's still alive.
I shout
Ruger.
profanities at him and go back behind my tree.
Ruger. Second verse, same as the first. Carceres goes down because of you, and it's your turn.
Just a little closer.
Okay, you gonna hold your action?
God no.
Okay, yeah.
Got like fucking TNTs that to detonate behind the rock.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, just a little closer. He's got
Alright.
fucking mines.
13 hits. Yep, you're good. Deal
Okay.
le damage.
Wait, there's there's a third guy up there
Yes, 6 damage. Doesn't kill him.
just hanging out.
He's still
I'm gonna
going strong. What's up?
do a thing. I'm gonna trip him.
Okay. Yep. So your third maneuver.
Yeah.
Nice. So
This work.
yeah, go ahead and put it in chat. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die, so you have 1 now. To attempt to knock the target down, you add the superiority die of the attack to the attack's damage roll, and if the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you knock the target. So roll another d8. You add this to the damage.
All right.
So another 2 damage. still alive. And they have to make a strength saving throw on a failed knockdown. So what's the DC for your maneuvers? It should be listed. I'll check it. I'll check it. Should be listed before the list of maneuvers they have there. What the stuff is. Superiority die. So it is a DC 8 plus your proficiency plus your strength or dex. So what's your strength bonus?
I think it's my character sheet isn't up.
Is it a +3?
It is a +2.
Your strength bonus?
Yep.
A +2?
Yep.
So why are you adding +4 to your attack rolls?
Because again, I have a fighting style where if
Oh,
I'm
that's the
holding
fighting
my
style?
sword in one hand, yeah,
Oh, okay.
I get +2 damage.
Yeah, so a +2, so it's a DC 12 strength check. See if he gets knocked down. Make sure you note that for your DCs for trip attack. So a strength check or strength saving throw. Yeah. He fails, so he gets knocked down.
Alright.
Yeah. He gets knocked prone. So any melee attacks against him while he's prone have advantage. Any ranged attacks have disadvantage. Keep that in mind. Anything else, Ruger? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So this soldier, the brave soldier that could, is gonna go for you, Quinn. Target's locked on.
No.
Here comes 2 attacks. 17 hits, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yes, it
does. And he goes down, yeah, with the mighty whatever sound that was.
It looks like you should have moved back.
Yes. So that's his turn. I think he used 20 feet of movement, so he's gonna use the rest of his movement to get here, right next to you, Foster, and he's gonna try to shoot you. And he misses. Yeah.
Run back behind the tree.
Yes. You should cower.
Play like ring around the rosy. Keep running to the opposite side of the tree as he tries to catch me.
Yeah. So this guy's gonna stand up. He's not gonna use any movement, so it doesn't matter, and he's gonna try to hit your Ruger. Here's 2 claw attacks. 10 misses. 21 hits for how much damage? I can't see because there's something in the way.
7.
7 points
How
of
does
damage.
prone even work? I feel like that was useless.
How does what? Well, if you
Prone.
do it where like somebody else is attacking him afterwards, they get all advantage because he's prone. So
Oh.
that's the advantage to it. But he stood up. Nobody else was there to take advantage of it because you let Carceres die. So go ahead, Quinn. I'm gonna refresh. I'll roll 20 real quick, but go ahead and give me a death save and tell me what you rolled.
I failed.
What'd you get? An 8?
5.
A solid. I mean, okay.
It's fucked up, man.
What? Me? I didn't do anything. Sorry, I'm just reloading. Who's next? That guy up top, Ruger.
Mhm.
Here comes an attack
no.
on. Here comes an attack on you, Ruger, with advantage because of pack tactics and +2.
He's gonna have to get a sniper up there.
What's that? Yeah, he's the sniper. He's the lone wolf. He's the American sniper up there. So you have +2 to your AC, but this has advantage.
All right.
Nice. Misses. Poopy roll. Carceres.
Thank God.
Le death save. Don't roll a 1. For the
Don't
love of
roll
God.
one.
Pressure.
Please.
I'll be right with you.
Another failure. Foster. Your turn. This guy's coming up on you as he just plowed through Quinn.
If I use burning hands, would he get caught? Would Quinn get caught?
15 fit? Nope. He's not within range.
Oh yeah, no. Oh,
I'll tell you right now, the tree is going to catch on fire.
good. Okay, I'm done with this tree. No.
All right.
What if I move so that the? I don't know. There's no way I
I'll
could do
tell
that.
you right now, Quinn is underneath that burning tree.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is there like a way I can like if I move there, with like the tree kind of in my back, or would that catch the
If you move there, I will give you a dexterity check to see if you can maneuver your spell in a certain way that wouldn't hit the tree. Sure.
Just fucking Eldritch Blast him, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, you can let Quinn burn. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't fucking care about Quinn.
I don't care. Not
No
my
offense,
prerogative.
man.
Hey, I don't
Yeah, he's
care.
going. He's going in. He's going into hell.
Yeah, burning
He has,
hands.
he has sexy snake ladies to bring him down to hell with him. He's good. Okay. DC 13 dexterity saving throw from the soldier.
So, if you gets it's 9 damage.
Shouldn't have advantage, but it doesn't matter. I think he dies. Yep, he dies from it. So 9 damage. He burns underneath your burning hands. What does that look like when you kill this thing with it?
Ooh, what does it look like? Finger guns. No. I guess I kind of just like I don't know. Just off the top of my head, I just hold my hand out and oh look, fire comes out.
Yes.
Done.
Also, another sort of fire comes out as
Oh, no.
the tree catches fire.
The
So
hot kind of
that is
fire.
going to go every single round, and it's going to get bigger. So, when Quinn
Mhm.
gets caught in it, he's going to take damage, and that is
If
an automatic
it's coming.
2 failures. Yes, if he gets caught in it.
Can I go through that, or is that like?
If you want to take some damage, yeah.
Okay, no, I was just thinking because like I know if it was like just a
Yeah,
pine
it's like
needle
magical
or something.
fire, so it catches the grass on fire as well, as long as
Oh, I
the
see.
low hanging tree that is there. So stuff
So
is
in that
happening.
case, boom.
Yeah, you still have your movement though. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna go here. Boom. Grab Quinn.
You only have
Yeah,
5 feet of movement left.
I have 10 feet.
Nope, because you're dragging him. You lose half of your movement.
Oh shit.
That's still enough, I think.
Yeah, whatever.
Yep, you can move 5 feet.
Yeah, it'd still get me out of the way. So I'm just gonna move like 5 feet to the left here.
So you're gonna like push his body over. Okay.
Yeah.
Off the cliff.
All right.
yeah.
No, it's not off the cliff yet. All right.
yeah.
There's your turn, Ruger. Your turn. You smell the smoke behind or in front of you, I guess, as you're fighting this thing, but it's still alive and kicking.
All right. I think it works like I can second wind and then step back.
Mhm.
I forget how second wind works though.
It's a bonus action, and you roll a d10 plus your con, and add that to your health. So regain 9 points of HP. And then go ahead. Ah. 12 hits. Yep. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. 8 points of damage. Not dead yet, but very injured.
Mhm.
Any maneuvers you're going to take? I think you have one dice left.
No.
Okay, that guy's dead. This guy's going to retaliate. 2 attacks. Think that hits, right? Yep, that hits for 7. Here's the second one. Another 7.
Jeez.
It's
I'm
beautiful.
gonna
Don't
There
worry,
it is.
guys. I'll just bring you back.
It's beautiful. Quinn.
I'm gonna parry one of them.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead. It's your last maneuver die. Doesn't matter which one you parry because they're both 7. So, it's a D8. Go ahead and roll that. Plus something, right?
I don't think it's plus anything.
All right. So regain 4 HP as you parry one of the attacks. Quinn, give me a death save. Still. There's another one. Quinn is
Don't worry, Quinn. I
Quinn is
got you.
dying in your arms. And the
I got you,
soldier.
Melvin.
So this soldier, realizing that you're coming out of cover, Foster. No, that's through a tree. Ruger is gonna attack you. Advantage because pack tactics +2, and then you have +2 AC. I think that misses, right?
Yep.
15. Yep, misses. Carceres, give me a death save. 7. There's another failure.
Oh,
Everything's slowly trickling down. Foster, your turn.
I'm giving up.
All right.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Just shoot him.
Boom, shagadaga. No, I gotta save Quinn. I'm sorry.
Yep, that's your action. So you are stabilized, Quinn. You don't have to worry about dying today,
Damn it. So I can
but
make
you
it.
are unconscious again.
Farthest I can go is. Oh, perfect. I can find myself another tree.
Yes.
And I'm not dragging Quinn anymore. Sorry, bud.
Drop me. You know the fire. Oh, so the fire gets bigger actually on your turn. If you want to redo that.
Oh, what
wait.
it does?
Yeah, it
Oh,
gets,
wait.
it gets bigger
How
on
much more?
Foster's turn every single turn.
In that case, yeah, I'm gonna drag Quinn.
Okay.
I take that back.
Yep, go ahead. So it's half your movement
So
to drag him.
so that's a 15 instead. So it's like yeah, right there is fine.
Just dragging Quinn down a cliff.
He's just gonna be like right next to me or whatever.
Yeah, there you go. I got him. All right, that's your turn, Ruger. Go ahead.
Swear to fucking God.
This guy's giving it to you. You're holding your own, but you don't know how long it's gonna last. Corsaris is dying at your feet, and you miss.
Nice, dude. And I'm out of fucking. Alright, one of you two is dying.
This is karma, yeah. So Ruger, this guy's gonna attack you twice.
No, don't.
That
No,
shouldn't have
don't.
advantage, so that misses now. It misses. Did a 12. Shouldn't have advantage. And here's the second one. Misses. As well.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, your chain is holding up against them as you guys are just swinging against each other, but nothing's connecting. Quinn is stabilized, and then the guy's gonna fire at you, Ruger, with advantage. Actually, he's gonna stop firing. He's going to seep down from the wax, reappear at the bottom here, and start coming for you. That's his movement. Corsaris, another death save. Don't roll a 1, or you're actually dead.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That's a failure. Yeah, things aren't looking too good. Remember that thing about not getting a rogue past level 1? Well, there you go. Foster, it's your turn.
Oh my God. Oh, okay.
The fire gets bigger as well.
Oh my God.
One of you motherfuckers is dying. Which one are you gonna save?
Quick, Marker, throw her to me. Oh no. Oh my God. Ah. I kind of want. At least.
Hang yourself from the tree with your rope.
He still has full health. Foster hasn't been touched this entire fight.
I know. I'm like the dad of this party, and all my children are dying around me.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least I'm sorry, Karina, but at least if I get Quinn to safety,
You can't
you
even
can
reach her.
still-
You can't reach her on your turn.
I know there's no way I can
It's one
I can
action.
sprint to her,
Yeah.
but I won't be able to use an action.
Rugers are saving grace
got
if he uses his action to stabilize her. He can do
Wait,
that.
I can do that.
Yeah, you can use.
I would have done that like 8 hours ago.
It's a
if I-
it's a medicine check though. You have to roll above a 10. And what's your
Ooh,
medicine?
that's no.
All right, yeah. There's
Think
your
it's,
answer
like,
to that.
plus 0.
So you could
Okay.
you could do that and take some damage back. Potentially, he's gonna bring you down, or you can save Corsaris.
You can leave me.
Okay.
How you guys feel about me?
I pick up
It's
a
okay.
rock. Okay, get this. I pick up a rock. I cast Spare the Dying on it, and I throw it at Corsaris. No, I guess.
Was that supposed to be a
That's-
joke? Because it wasn't funny. It's not gonna happen.
Wait, isn't
Hopeful prayer.
you could just run to Corsaris and use Spare the Dying on her?
No, I
think
can't.
Would be what?
No, it's an action.
I have to sprint to her,
Oh.
which is next.
How is it? Do you have to be like right next to them?
Shit.
You gotta touch.
So I guess I'll just cast Eldritch Blast on the guy next to Luger.
Yeah, he's pretty low. If you free him up,
Just fucking kill him. Please.
Please.
This-
You hit him. You killed him. Yeah, you got him. Just he had exactly 10 HP. Exactly.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might be able to pull this off.
Happy.
I'm gonna.
All right, so Ruger, it is Ruger's turn. You feel a blast from downtown, just like pierce through him as he's going to slash you one last time, but he explodes in wax. And Carceres, you could see her like there's a huge pool of blood where she got slashed in the back, and she's slowly fading. But there's one more charging you, Ruger.
He uses his turn to stab Carceres.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to kill me, that's fine.
Oh my
I
god.
see how it is.
And that's suffering. that goddamn rock.
Hang on, no, I'm gonna kind of position myself like there, and then I'm gonna do a medicine check.
All right.
He's gonna use her shield.
All right. So Ruger, do you have inspiration?
Oh, I forgot.
Inspiration. Yes.
I fucking forget about inspiration every time.
You
I
have
play.
inspiration.
What
All
is
of you
it?
have inspiration. So you can use inspiration on any roll, even death saves. So
So can I make the roll and then use inspiration?
no, you have to call it beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking call it right now.
Okay. You have an
So
advantage
just
on
do
it.
that. All right.
Make sure you check it off so you don't have it anymore.
So that's one.
No, you have one. It's just like a little check bar.
Oh,
Check
okay.
box. Yeah.
So I rolled 2, right, and
Yep.
then I put advantage on.
2 medicine checks. Yep. Roll above a 10. Don't fuck it up. There it is. Yeah, nice. So yeah, in the heat of battle, Ruger finds some inspiration in whatever was happening. He's gone through all this and sees Carceres dying. Remembered all the times that she revived everybody else in the party, and this is the one time she needed it. And yeah, you do something to the wound to sew it up or whatever in the heat of battle. Quinn is stabilized. Oh, you have a little bit more movement if you want to move, Ruger.
I'm gonna fucking drag her away.
Okay, so half your movement.
So it's 50. Or wait, no, it isn't
Rock,
50.
rock,
It's
rock.
how much? I was. Where was I before?
You were here, so you moved 10 feet already.
So I have 10 feet of movement. Right?
No, you have 5 more left.
Oh wait. Oh god damn.
That's half of it.
Where's it? Wait, why does he get 5? He's got
Oh no,
30
yeah,
feet.
you're right. 10. Yep.
All right. So I'm
And-
gonna.
Yeah,
So I would
wait, can you
be.
move behind there?
Try to run away.
All right, and you drag Carceres with you. Quinn is stabilized. And then the soldier.
Oh god, no, we can. Oh. Wait, can I like push her in front of me?
No, he's not bothered with her. She's unconscious. So yeah, he's gonna run up 30 feet and he's gonna try to point blank shot you with his bolts. With one attack. That misses. Yeah, you're good. Carceres.
Point blank still misses.
Yeah, Carceres is stabilized. I'll take that off of you. You're just unconscious. And Foster, it is your turn. The fire grows larger.
Well, I tell it to stop, and then I cast Eldritch Blast on the fire. No, on the yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Nice, dude.
19 hits. This guy's been untouched this entire fight, so
yeah.
but you do deal the damage. 7 damage. All right, Ruger.
Oh, and 10 feet.
Oh, yep, 10 feet. This way. All right.
I
Any
put
movement,
it.
Foster? Or are you gonna want to get closer, just in case Ruger goes
Uh,
down, so you can spare him, maybe.
That's a good point,
You know,
actually.
just in case. Looking for the
but
future,
how
or you
far
could leave
can I-
Quinn behind. The fire's growing. Any way you look at it.
You have enough time, I feel like.
I'm gonna. Whatever. I'm just gonna get Quinn behind cover, like right there. So I guess that would be like like 5 feet of movement for me.
Yep.
And then I have 25 left. I'll get a little closer, sort of right there.
Renya. All right. Monsieur Ruger,
Which,
tis your turn. Do it up.
what?
I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
I think I should be dead. Like, I had 3 failures. I had 3 failures, and the rules said that if you get 3 failures, you die.
No, you didn't have 3 failures.
Yeah.
No. If you get revived, all your failures go away. That was from the last time.
Before, like, that last roll, I'm pretty sure I got it.
No.
Let me see.
No. You
I'm confused.
said no because you went down first, and then you rolled 1 failure, and then you rolled 1 success. It keeps track of them underneath there. Yeah.
I have 3 fails because I got a 9, a 7, and a 3.
Really?
Yeah.
No. You had 1 success. It keeps track of them there, underneath there.
I have 3 fails.
What?
No, you're good. No, you're good. It keeps track of them. Because I'm pretty sure one of them was from the death before, and that resets after you get up. I'm pretty sure that's what it's from.
The first time I got a nat 20. And then the second time I got down, I got a 16, then a 9, and a 7. And a 3.
Yeah, a 16. Yeah, a 9 and a 7, and then a 3. Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Shit.
Did you just not keep track of it?
I did, but for some reason it did not show up.
Let me check. Oh yeah, there's 1 failure. Wait, why did it say? Why did it mark a success then? Let me go back up a little bit. There's 1 success. 1 good. No, that's a fail. Yeah. There's Melvin. There's a 7, and then a 3. Okay.
Oh.
I'm not gonna retract that. Whatever. You're alive. Ruger, go ahead. I should have. Why did I think? Okay, I guess we were just going off of what the tracker was.
Mad respect for saying something though.
Yeah. Some divine something kept you alive. Ruger, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey.
7 health. The only functioning limb on my body is my right arm. I'm gonna walk up and smack him.
Why did you have advantage? Didn't matter.
What's
You hit
that?
him. Go ahead. Oh.
Get off actually.
Yeah, sure. Le damage. 11 damage. Yep, you hit him. It's a solid hit, but he's not dead. Quinn is unconscious, and then he gets his strike back. Claw. Miss. Corsairus, stable. Foster, your turn.
Just want to get within range because I have to quickly run on over there. Is that right? That's good enough. And Eldritch Blast.
Fire cone. No.
That's all I'm good for. No. Pew pew.
15. Yep, that hits for 8. 10, 11, 12. Almost dead. He's
10 feet.
not very good. Are you
Isn't
sure you want to do
Very
that?
not very good.
Very not very good. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do
Yeah, because
Oh yeah, you gotta hit him. No, don't.
Okay. Well, Ruger, it's your turn. This guy's like wobbling. His skin is all, I don't know, messed up with a bunch of Eldritch Blasts in it. Finish it off. Oh my god.
I go to swing at him and I fall over. And then I just, oh, you don't want to move him back 10 feet. Don't do that.
Yeah, you stumble, and then it's his turn to retaliate. So here's a claw. Misses.
Maybe he swings an axe and it hits me.
No. No. So here's the second claw. It's a 23, 4 damage.
3 health. The only functioning limb on my body is my right index finger.
Foster, go ahead. You finish it.
Pew.
There it is. That's all you needed. And you kill it, and that's the end of that.
I immediately fall over.
Yeah. So Carceres, you had a pretty rough fight, and so the second time you go down, it takes the 3 rounds, and on the 3rd round, we get an image of you. You're standing in darkness. You have no
Oh.
idea what's going on. You don't even remember why you're there or what's happening. You probably only actually no, you do. You remember the fight, but you don't know how bad it is. You're just kind of like in this state of mind, and in this darkness emerges a figure. It's a sun. Just like coming from above you, directly above you is a sun. It adds light to this entire box that you're of darkness that you're in, and it slowly like lowers towards you, and then it gets like right up next to you, and you could like feel the warmth of it. It's very like welcoming and inviting, and it like lowers itself like into your body, and everything goes white in your vision. And then when you open your eyes again, it's kind of hard to see. It's very bright, and you look in front of you, and there's this like godly figure sitting on a big yellow throne in front of you.
Named Foster Varum.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he has like the chiseled abs, just like perfect human specimen. He's like wearing a toga, and he's like sitting on the throne like Jarl Balgruuf, just like Gord was. And he looks at you, and he's like, "Welcome, my child."
She kind of like looks at him and goes, "Who are you?"
Yes, that is a great question. Who am I to you? Who do you think I am?
She kind of just shrugs and says, "I don't know."
I have taken a great interest in you. Been watching you for some time.
And mumble to something that's not creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like, taken an interest in your travels, your life.
Really? What's so interesting about my life? There's nothing remotely worthwhile to watch.
I see your spirit, that is what I watch. A light within you, surrounded by darkness. You may not see it, but I do. And here you lay, dying at my doorstep. I have a place for you up here, a nice place where you may live comfortably. Or you can go back down there, live your life, find your friends. The choice is yours.
Kind of like sighs and says, kind of like contemplates this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's like, well, as much as I would like to stay up here, I have some unfinished business. She kind of coughs, killing the party.
What? Hey.
Yes.
She's like, but if the time so if the time comes, I will gladly stay here. But not now. I'd like to tie up some loose ends, if you will.
Of course. Good decision. And I will tell you this. Your friends are alive. Somewhere out there. You needn't worry. And with that, he kind of like starts like fading. That entire time you were making your decision, he was like fading into the background, almost as if he knew what you were gonna say. And he says that final line as he turns into another ray, and you are lulled into a dream. It kind of transitions into a dream that you're having while you're unconscious. And we snap back over to Foster and Ruger. So the fire is growing like bigger and bigger, Foster. And Foster, give me a perception check while you're there catching your breath. Or probably not you because you
Yeah.
didn't fucking do anything. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Don't even joke like that. Oh.
Yeah, give me a you too, Ruger. Give me a perception check.
I saved this party.
Hey, so Ruger, in your exhaustion, you're probably still high on adrenaline from everything that was happening, so you hear this a little bit more. But coming from the right, you hear like a thumping. It's like a ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. And it's very fast. You can hear it pounding on the ground. What would you like to do?
Rock.
Rock.
All right, so you're just gonna hide behind the rock.
Is it still initiative and shit?
Yeah, you're still using that turn order.
No.
Oh.
We're out of combat for now.
All right, I'm gonna signal. I'm gonna signal for Foster to go get Quinn, and I'm gonna start dragging. Hang on, I have to look at that.
Mhm.
It's to my right, right?
Yeah, it's to the right of the map. Yeah, you hear that as the fire is growing still, as all this is happening. The entire tree is like engulfed in it now. And while you're dragging him, Foster, when you get around here, the source of the sound gets louder and louder, and eventually you see it break the tree line, whatever it is.
Oh, God.
It is a gigantic, and I mean gigantic, bunny rabbit.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, let's go, guys.
Yeah, so breaking from the tree, this gigantic bunny rabbit like breaks for it. It has gray skin, almost like the one that Carcera shot, but she's not alive to see it right now, or she's not awake to see it right now. But yeah, almost like the one that Carcera shot. It's a big one. It breaks through the tree line, and it like jumps off the side of one of the trees, springs towards the fire, and starts like hopping in a little circle, like around the fire. And then it like perks his ears up, looks towards the right, and starts hopping off. But right from the top of the hill up here, Foster, after the sightline breaks, you see a figure like jump from the top of the hill and like land on top of the bunny rabbit. It's a half orc. She looks like a female half orc. She jumps from the top rafters. She has like kind of just pretty nice pants, baggy pants on, almost like balloon pants on that are very patchy and stuff like that. She has greenish skin. Her hair is parted to one side with the other side shaved, and she has these big bracers on her fists that you can see are kind of like rolled back on top of them. But yeah, she jumps from the top rafters and almost like a wrestling move almost, she does like this one pose in the middle of the air and then lands on the top of the bunny and starts like riding it around. And this whole time she's like, Buck, calm down, Buck. And eventually she like gets a hold of some reins that are on the back of the bunny. And she like rears it up, and the bunny like stops in its track right next to you and Quinn, as you're dragging him. And like it breaks, and she like looks towards you, and she's like, "Oh, hello."
Hey.
Yeah, and then she looks up at the fire. She's like, "Did you start this mess?"
Well, that all depends. Am I going to be hurt if I say yes?
No. If it was an accident, and she like looks around, and she notices the puddles of wax that you guys left behind.
Does she notice the giant puddle of blood that's
That is Carceres.
that
Yeah,
me and
yeah.
Carceres
Yeah,
are
and then she looks at the puddles, and then she looks at Quinn and Carceres that are down, and you, Rigger, that are obviously that's obviously messed up.
Prime of my life.
And she's like, "You all look like you need some help." And then she turns, but we got to handle this first. Any of you can use magic?
I can.
Can you help me put it out?
Can I help her put it out?
Yeah, you can. What spells do you have?
I got. Can I Eldritch Blast it?
Any other spells?
Can I make it invisible? Alright, Prestidigitation?
Yeah, that's not a small flame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair.
spare the dying. I can bring the tree back to life.
Yeah. So
Save
what
life.
she says, you got magic. Okay. What can you do to help me?
I I can.
It doesn't matter. Let's get right to it.
Shoot
And then
it.
she like gets off the bunny and she like goes over to the tree. She hops over to the tree up above you, ties it up to the tree, and then comes over and she like takes a shovel out of her explorer's pack that she has in her backpack, and she starts shoveling it. She looks at you. She's like, "Come on!" She starts like throwing dirt on top of the fire.
All right. I let go of Quinn and I move over and I. Does she have a spare shovel? I
No.
asked her that actually. Oh.
She's like,
Oh.
"What about your magic? Just said you had some."
Well, it's complicated. Well, okay.
The faster we can. Enough of your games. The faster we can handle this fire, the faster we can tend to your friends. Now, come on, do something.
Magic doesn't work like that. You need to learn the spells. I don't have any spell that can allow me to put fire out willy-nilly.
Yeah. So she thrusts the shovel into the ground. She freezes when you say that. She looks at you. She's like, "So you can't help."
I could throw dirt on it. That doesn't use magic.
Yeah. So she looks at you, and then she takes the shovel out and she tosses it to you. She's like, "Fine." And then you see her bracers that she had. She like folds them from over top her knuckles toward that they're on her fist now, like in the front of her fist. She starts like digging with these big bracers that she has on. Like punching, loosening the ground and like using her hands to like throw it on the fire.
And I say, well, what about your giant rabbit there? He's got big feet, think he can kick some dirt up.
Yeah, so she perks her head up. She's like, "Buck there?" She's like, "That's a good idea."
I know.
Might not be able to use magic, but you're a smart one. Buck, come here. Buck like perks his ears up, and she like turns around like with her butt like facing Buck, and she like does like a kicking motion to like try to teach it. And Buck looks like he's a little bit smarter than an average bunny. And so he lowers his ears down and turns around and starts kicking up like a shit ton of dirt that starts putting the fire out pretty nicely, thanks to your wisdom, Foster.
I know.
Yeah, so it takes a couple of minutes, but eventually the fire's out, and she thanks you, and she's like, "Right this way. We gotta tend to your friends. I have a cottage not nearby."
I just want to point out this whole time while you're just having a full-fledged conversation with this bunny riding half-orc, River's just standing there in a pool of blood, visibly confused.
Up those drugs again. Yeah. So so she hops on the back of her bunny rabbit. And she's like, "Throw them on." Yep. I'm assuming you do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, the bunny's big enough. She starts hopping away. And she takes you to the first. It's not actually too far away. It was within smelling shot, I guess, to smell the whatever fire was happening. And eventually she takes you to her little cottage. Only it's not a cottage. It's like a farm almost. It's a very small farm. There's one like main farmhouse that's it's probably it's almost like the size of a shack. It's not even considered a farm almost. But in front of it, when you're walking up to it, there's like this little path that leads to it, and there's this like broken down sign that is like half off its hinges, very painted on in red and black. It looks very old, like it was painted a long time ago, and it says Marion's Bunny Farm underneath it. And when you approach, there's like these two gated areas, one connected to one barn and one connected to the other shack, and there's like multiple little bunnies hopping around inside of it. And eventually she goes up to the shack and opens the two double doors, and she lays down, or with the help of you, I guess, Quinn and Carceres. Now, can you two give me some d4s, please? Quinn and Carceres. Hello? Hello?
What?
Hello?
Karina's muted. I don't know about that. But
God damn it!
Hello, hello.
I
Mel-
swear I don't do it.
Yeah, sure. I'm positive. Of that. Melvin, you there? You good? D4 please.
Yeah, I give you.
Did you?
see how long they're up. Wait, did he?
Oh, there it is. It wasn't popping up for me. And then you, Karina. 2 hours, nice. So, yeah, she lays you guys down. She has a pretty nice. There's probably a well nearby. She looks at the two of you and she's like, "Are you two gonna do okay? Do you need anything from me? Hospitality
I'm
is
all-
all I'm. What?
I say, I'm all set, but my companion here, a bit worse for wear.
Yeah, so he looks at you. She looks at you, and she sees all your wounds, Ruger. And she's like, "Wait right there. I got something for you." And she turns around and leaves that one shack to go to another one. And she returns with like this box. Inside this box is like a medical kit almost, but it looks very old. And it has an inscription on the outside of it that reads DF. AKA she's down to fuck. No. So there's an inscription there in the front of it. It says DF. And yeah, she opens it up and it has like a multiple opening compartments, almost like do you know those like glasses cleaning kits? Have you ever seen one of those where it opens and then like multiple shelves open up alongside of it? So yeah, she takes out like this little bottle, very old looking bottle still, that's like antiseptic and stuff like that. And she starts like putting all the stuff on your wounds, Ruger. It stings a little bit, but you know you're man enough, and you probably handled worse. But yeah, she tends to you as you guys are waiting for the other two to wake up. And when she's done patching you up, Ruger, she's like, "Well, gotta tend to the bunnies now. If you guys need anything, feel free to holler at me, and I will come right to your aid."
I say, sorry, what's your name?
Marion. Name's Marion.
Oh, right, the sign. Right, of course.
Yes. A little
I'm
faded,
Foster.
I know. Hello,
I'm
Foster.
Foster.
And
Yes.
your friend? She like looks at you, Ruger.
I cough up blood on her.
She's like, should probably take a look at that. But I need to tend to the bunnies. I'm sure she'll recover in time. Don't know how to handle internal injuries. And then she like turns around very uncomfortably and starts heading over to the little bunny farm that she has. She starts giving them feed and stuff like that while you guys are chilling out in her shack. So
All right.
Carceres is the first one to wake up after 2 hours.
Is that a long rest for her?
It is a short rest.
By the way, right as soon as she leaves, I'm just gonna go ahead and lie down on the floor until it doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah, so this is considered a short rest, waiting an hour. So if you guys want to expend, except for the two unconscious ones, if you guys want to expend any hit dice to recover, that's only Ruger because Foster wasn't hit. And
Oh no, I'm talking about a long rest. I just wanna.
you just want to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
So you gotta wait the full 8 to get the bonus. So you don't have it yet.
Do I get my spell slots back?
For a short rest,
Yeah.
If it's a warlock thing, I think it should read somewhere.
They're probably not then. I just can't remember.
Yeah, I don't want to open
Probably
that
not.
up again.
Yeah,
But yeah, Carceres, you're the first one to wake up after this whole ordeal, after your encounter with whatever that was that you saw.
Might should have been death.
Yes.
True.
Hey, I gave you the choice.
True. I mean, I wasn't
What was that?
sure if I had a choice. I would totally die if I had the choice.
No, I gave you the choice. I mean, that was a mess up. It wasn't keeping track correctly, so whatever.
It's all good.
And
Next
then-
time I'll die.
Yeah, and then Ruger would have done all this stuff beforehand as well, so it's kind of unfair to not give you that opportunity for him to potentially keep you alive, so figured that was a
True.
better way to handle it. Cool. So
She's
yeah,
gonna
you wake up, yeah. Go
kind of open her eye and she's like, I'm still here.
ahead.
Would she remember that whole like sequence
Definitely.
with like?
Yep.
She's like, God damn, that guy was hot. Should have stayed up there.
Knew it.
Yeah. What? yeah, so you see Ruger has a bunch of like bandages all around him, just like sitting fetal position again. Foster is probably like enjoying life that he didn't get attacked for once in an entire fight. Yeah, you wake up and Quinn is still unconscious, but he looks alive.
Carceres looks at Ruger and kind of like gives him the dagger eyes. She's like,
Oh, I'm asleep.
she still gives you it.
Yeah.
She looks at Quinn. She's like, today's been a good day. She looks at
As for me.
Foster. She's like, how did the fight go?
Well, I had to jump in and save you at the last second, but we all got out all right.
And like, looks at you. She's like, yeah. I don't think I believe you.
Yeah, so Carceres, you are waking up to the familiar smell of some sort of farm. You're just in like a random shack that you've never seen before as well. But yeah, you definitely smell it. It definitely smells like a farm. Whatever bunnies smell like. But you don't know they're bunnies. You haven't seen them yet.
Bunnies. But she's like, smells like dinner.
Oh god. Jesus Christ.
Take a whiff and it smells like bunny shit.
She's like, exactly. Bunnies.
Ew.
She's like, and she's gonna try and get up.
Mhm. Yep.
Like slowly get up and
Mhm.
start walking around, start doing stretches and
Yeah,
whatnot.
so you have 1 HP now that you're waking up. So you know, there's that. But yeah,
Yeah.
so when you get up, the door cracks open a little bit. You see Marion walk in, half orc, as I described before. Let me get a picture up so I can show you guys what she looks like. It's just her face. Where is she? There she is. This is what she looks like. Has kind of like dyed hair as well. You guys can see that.
Oh,
Oh, she's kind of pretty.
she is.
Yeah, so you walk in. You guys are getting a better look at her now. She's extremely buff. Like,
My kind of woman.
yeah, like she's
Right?
And probably as you were walking in, you guys noticed that there was like a punching bag hanging up from like around the corner of one of the shacks that looks like well beaten as well. But yeah, it's very strange dynamic that this half orc is has a bunny farm or something like that. And she walks in and she's like, "Oh, excuse me, I just needed some more." Ah, you've woken up.
She's like, yeah.
How are you feeling? Do you need me to tend to anything?
Like, I feel like shit, but you know what? That's fine.
Of course. Well, rest up. And again, as I've told your friends, if you need anything, feel free to tell me.
She kind of nods and like, let her side.
Mhm.
Her back, really, since
All right.
it's all fucked up.
Yeah, so she walks by and goes to one of the corners and picks up like a hay of, I don't know, feed or something like that. Pretty easily as well. This is a big barrel that she just carries on her shoulder, and takes it outside and starts feeding them. And that's probably when she opens the door is when you see the bunnies hopping around in one of the pens, Carceres. And at that angle, you probably see the gigantic one as well. It has its own pen devoted to itself that you see is just kind of sitting there, very obediently. She opens the door. No reaction, no food. You're good. All right. So after a little bit, when Quinn starts to get down, or not Quinn, Carceres starts to recover. Quinn wakes up an hour later. Quinn, same scenario. Shack, smell of farm, but you're alive.
Is this heaven? Doesn't feel like heaven to me.
I say, nope. Welcome back.
Oh
to
god,
hell.
you're still here. Must be hell then.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, I saved your life.
Nah, that can't be right. We're both dead.
Yeah.
No, we're all very much alive.
All right. So, are you guys gonna take the long rest?
E.
All right.
Yeah,
So
sure.
you guys can't take a long rest within like 12 hours of the last long rest or something like that. So
Mm.
you guys are gonna have to like chill out for the rest of the day in there and then go to sleep again
Alright.
at night. So yeah, is there anything you guys want to do? Marion just goes like in and out, like creating small talk, and just like you know, having small comments about like if you guys are doing okay. And at the end of her work, probably around like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun is getting pretty low in the sky. She walks in and she looks all done. She's very dirty, and she walks in. She sits down on a little stool as you guys are all resting, and she's like, "Well, now, what were you all doing in the forest here? Obviously not here just to create fires."
It's quite an accident. You see, we're tourists of a sort, you see. Just here, exploring. Never been to Settle, knew nothing about it. I just wanted to see the countryside.
Never been to Setil. Give me a deception check.
That's what I was afraid of.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah. So she's like, yeah, tourists. Well, that's a bit odd. Did you have a hard time getting into the continent?
Oh, yes, most certainly.
Do you have a brand?
Beg pardon?
A brand? Did they not give you one when you were allowed in?
I must have lost it.
Yeah. So she looks at you when she says that, and then she looks at the rest of you. She's like, right. Well, Settle is a very nice place. It's lovely around here, especially the outdoors. But
Well,
you should be more careful if you're planning on traveling a little bit more.
you're telling me.
Yes, the Guardians sometimes they go a little bit haywire, but they always have the best intentions in mind. She says that like with like a sly face, and she squints her eyes a little bit when she says that towards you.
Can you repeat that? You kind of cut out at the end there.
She squints her eyes a little bit when she says that to you, with like a very sly face on her expression.
Can I? What's it called? Can I use insight to see if I
Yep.
was like kind of like yeah. Oh, well, never mind. All right.
Yeah, no clue. Everybody else can be here as she's talking to you all. If you have any questions for her.
Mhm.
But yeah. So she turns again and she's like, "So tourist, so where are you from though?"
Shit. Right off the top of my head, would I know where would be
Yeah.
like a normal place to be from?
I mean, yeah, you can look at the map right there. There's
Sorry,
Noceria,
dude.
there's Helisteer, there's
Dude.
Almudine you can be from, any one of those named ones.
Yeah, I'll say without missing a beat, I'll say Amudine.
All right, Almudine. A bit crazy up there, I heard. Some news gets in and out around here, but not too much, you know. It's a bit secluded. How is it over there? I've heard it's beautiful.
Okay, I've probably been to Amudine, like as a sailor, right?
Once or twice, yeah. Probably in the ports.
Okay,
So the story of Almudine is that it was once one island in itself,
Mhm.
but back probably 1,000 years ago, there was a gigantic war between gods, and at the end of the war, the two main gods that were fighting over the love of one other god blew a hole in the center of it, and right now there is a fire god stuck in the center of Almudine, trapped to stop the war. But yeah, it blew a hole, and it was kind of like the god's paradise before that war happened, and it kind of turned into more of a normal settlement as well. So yeah, that's what it is now.
So in that case, I say surprisingly tranquil, at least compared to this place. Lots of history there, but I'm sure you've already heard about it.
Yes, yes, lots of history. I also heard some commotion. Buck was perking his ears up as he does uh, over at the coast. We were looking for more livestock over there when we heard some cannon fire. About 3 days from here at the beaches head. Do you know anything about that?
Cannon fire. I snap my finger and say, when we were sailing over here, we saw a few ships sailing the Fulmarth flag.
From Arth, you say?
Yeah, we were sure to stay away from them.
Last time I was in Fortress, they were all in a tizzy about those. Bad men, they say. Well, hopefully
I'm
the
taking
the
care of
army
them.
took care of them. Always know when they're coming, they do.
How so?
I guess they don't tell you these things in the brochures when you're coming here as tourists, but the island is alive, if you may say. There are a lot of things, a lot of mysterious things that even the residents that have been living here for thousands of years, even my father had no idea the mysteries that they saw. But there are some people that do. They have connections to the land that speak to them. And when bad people, they can also do that. They can sense emotions as well, intent, if you will. If bad people come, the island defends itself. Hopefully that is something you never have to see, but you saw a little glimpse of what it can do to people that stray into its path.
Yes. Well, what time is it? Yeah.
It's getting pretty late, probably around 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, it's been great talking to you, but I'm afraid I'm quite knackered after that fight.
Of course, of course. I take it you're on your way to Fortress.
You cut out what? To where?
I take it you're on your way to Fortress.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, the city is beautiful, I may say, but I may recommend you stopping by another town before heading there. Get your brand set.
Yeah. Yes. Of course.
Yes, that is very important. Fortress does not play around when it comes to allowing people without brands to enter their city.
Mm-hmm. Just right quick. Can you point us in the direction of for what was it again?
Fortress.
Fortress. Yes. Mouthful. We got all turned around in the fight. I seem to have lost the path.
Of course, of course. You guys just rest for the night. I will give you directions in the morning when I come back from my
Sounds like a
morning
plan.
runs.
Excellent.
Sound good?
Yes.
All right. Well, I have some extra pillows in the other cottage if you need any. I will bring some over, and some blankets. The nights get a little bit chilly around here, as you probably have heard. But yes, have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
She like nods her head to the rest of you. Do any of the rest of you have questions?
No, but after she leaves, Carceres wants to do something.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, she like goes for the door and closes it. If you want to do something in return, what do
She
you
wants to look for poison.
Okay.
Or
What?
Okay. So give me an investigation check. You can't find any.
ruin my plans. Okay, that's fine. It's all good.
Would I notice Carceres looking around?
Yeah, she's like moving
Yeah.
pillows and moving
In that
shelves and
case,
stuff,
I ask
looking
her-
around stuff. Yeah. Pretty
Yeah, I
suspicious.
ask her, what are you doing?
She's like, I'm looking for poison.
Oh.
Why?
Because if I'm ever in a situation where I am held against my will, I want to take the easy way out.
Oh my god. She has a hot stud waiting for her, so I guess death is. I'll take it if I have to. Win-win.
I put a hand on her shoulder and say, Carceres, I worry for you. No, I'll do that shit. I'm the fucking dad of the party.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
an old.
I feel so loved.
Nice. All right. So, you guys, unless anybody else has anything else to do, Any late night poison checks? You know, all good. All right. So you guys head to bed for the night. And when you wake up, you guys all wake up in the morning. You can recover all your HP, all your spell
Thank
slots.
God.
Thank God.
Spell slots. You can now get
That-
those backs.
back to full HP.
Yeah. So for experience, you guys fought 4 of those things, right? Or was it 5? Yeah, it was 5.
It's 5.
Yes. That is not your level. You are level 3. Come on, that was only a hard fight, and you guys were going down to that. Fucking dumb. You guys are bad. What? Did I say that? No, I didn't say that. You guys get divided by 4. You guys get 250 experience for that.
All right.
Yes.
Alright.
Was it 4? Was it
No,
only,
it's 5.
was it only 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is 5. Yeah, I should have made it harder. Damn.
You're fuck
No,
off.
no.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys wake up in the morning. You hear the thumping of Buck as he's like rubbing his head up against one of the posts and stuff and like kicking his leg to it. Yeah, you open up the doors and Marion seems to be nowhere. She mentioned something about morning runs that she goes on.
Oh.
Yep.
And before we get apprehended by the fucking Settle Police Department, rats us out.
Yeah, so what do you guys like to do?
We just woke up.
Yep.
I make myself breakfast.
With what?
With Buck. No.
It is the most important meal of the day, so.
Yeah, pretty much the most important.
Oh, wait, totally.
Whatever. Anyway, I look for the kitchen.
Okay, so you're gonna go into the other shack because the one that you are in definitely doesn't have.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah. So when you go over to that shack, the door is locked. When you try to open it.
I think Quinn's having some trouble.
Yeah.
I
Can
mean,
you hear
Melvin.
us? Can you hear us, Melvin? You don't have to talk. You could just hear us. Okay. If you would just want to chat or something. Let me see. Yeah, he's going in and out. Hello? Hello?
Uh-oh.
Alright, let me just, my mic is dead, but I,
Oh,
he can hear
okay.
us. Alright, cool. So, yeah, so you guys,
It's a beer back.
what were we saying? What was I saying?
Oh, I was going to the other shack.
Yeah, so, you don't have, so yeah, you go to the other shack and the door is locked when you try to open it.
I'm sorry, you could when I try to open it, what now?
The door is locked.
Oh. Is there any windows? Or are there any
Yeah, there's one window around back.
I go around the back and try to look in.
Cool, yeah. So you go around back and you look inside, and it's her bedroom. It's a pretty comfy looking bed. It's a very small room, but right next to the door there's a poster. And on that poster there is a like a promotional event almost. It looks like a boxing poster for some sort of fight. And the 2 bouts that are listed on there are one for Dylan Fury, DF, and the other he's fighting like Emmanuel Gonzalez or something like that. But yeah, it's like a boxing poster, and you see the 2 of them like going up against each other. The guy Dylan Fury is a human, and yeah, the guy he's going up against looks like some sort of
Is Mexican.
Yes, some sort of Mexican, sure. But yeah, that's what you see. Other than that, there's just normal stuff in there, and boxing gloves that are on one of her dresser.
And that box that she had earlier had a DF on it?
Yep.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, that does not look like a kitchen, so I just
That was only one part of the house.
Oh.
Yeah, that was only one
Oh,
window.
okay. Okay. I thought it was like a small shack.
No, it's a little bit bigger.
Oh. Well, it's locked, so I guess she doesn't want us to eat. Fucking bitch.
Yeah.
No.
So what is everybody else doing?
I'm gonna go outside and look for herbs and other
Okay.
stuff like
Just
that.
gonna make poison.
And Ruger?
Where spices for food.
Oh God.
Or poison to kill yourself. And
Ruger.
go back to Hunks McGee.
So Ruger, what are you doing? Are you trying to handle one of these? Are you going for Buck, or are you going for one of the little ones?
I'm trying to ride Buck.
Okay, so as soon as you like approach the pen, and this is as like Corsaris is leaving, she probably shakes her head in disagreement with whatever you're doing, but doesn't care. And yeah, she's leaving, and you approach the pen, and Buck like stops like rubbing its head and like thumping its leg, and like turns towards you, perks its ears up, and like bares its teeth at you when you approach.
I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. And Carceres, as you're walking through the forest, give me a perception check. Yeah. So Carceres, you are
Yeah.
picking berries or whatever it is you are doing. And you're a little bit not aware. You're probably focusing on something or dreaming about dreamy god men. And
Dreamy.
yes. Yeah. And what we see is like you're hunched over, and behind you these two gigantic bellies appear as you're picking and humming to yourself or whatever you do. And the last scene we get for this session,
What?
yeah, is those two bellies appearing behind you.
Two bellies.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's,
no.
it's
I
like
would
two.
like to not get raped.
Yeah, it's like
That'd
two.
be-
Yeah, it's like two bulbous bellies that appear behind you.
It's the Knowles.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the rat situation in my campaign.
Oh, no.
Trust me, I won't go that far. But yeah, that was the big session. There you go. Very, very eventful.
I'm proud of myself.
Why?
I can't wait to stop that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to stop feeling pride of my accomplishments.
Stop what? What are you talking about?
Feeling pride.
What
I- I-
accomplishments?
I mean, of course, you're probably gonna like end up focusing me
No.
somewhere along the line now.
I mean, you were up on the hill. There was a lot of shrubbery, and there were just better targets because either Carissa was out in the open, or or Quinn
Yeah.
ran in, and then Happy
I was
because
taking cover.
I had to count for them being the advantage for pack tactics, so that's why
Yeah.
I was throwing them on there. But yeah, you got lucky. That was good positioning by your part.
Thank you.
But yeah, you guys.
I was like the only one who followed Happy's advice to a T.
Yeah, definitely. And he died for it, or almost.
Yeah.
I almost went down for
Let this be a lesson, fellas. It works.
Yeah. Hey, here you again, Melvin. Almost a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go. Did you want to do anything in the farm? Do you want to redact anything? No.
Not really.
Yeah, cool. Did you hear all that though?
Yes, I did.
Nice. Yeah. You better have. You better have. But there you go.
But wait, as I'm walking away, I turn around and flash some finger guns at Buck.
He's triggered. He was in World War II.
He kicks up some
PTSD.
mud. He kicks up some mud in your face. That's what.
I
He
I also point some finger guns at Buck and Eldritch blast him.
does.
Boom! Oh god.
No, yeah.
No, I
that was-
don't-
That
I
was
don't
pretty
do that.
decent. You would have hit him. You probably would have killed him, and then somebody would have been
Oh
very.
god. Oh, that would have been terrible.
But yeah, there you go. That was the session. You guys did pretty well. You know, I wasn't expecting you to run for the first one. You guys could have took. Come on, you're all good.
No, we couldn't.
You're all good.
Well,
Come on.
If we did, we wouldn't have been in good enough, or maybe not. Because you had a long rest after that. Never mind.
Oh, you definitely could. I specifically made it so you guys would have wanted to run when you saw them do 20 damage for one second.
Well, yeah.
So,
That's the reason why I'm like, oh yeah, sure, we can totally.
yeah. They're level C. They're CR9 monsters.
Yeah,
but-
we were in no condition. I mean, to
Yeah.
fight them.
exactly.
We're all
But
wounded and shit.
that's what happens on this island. Shit wants to kill you.
Yeah.
And yeah, but you guys handled yourself. Cool.
Mhm.
So we'll try to hopefully that thing doesn't happen again with the deaths, because that was kind of a bummer. But I think I saved it. You know, gave you a choice. That was good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I was confused. I was like, should I like?
I like that. I mean, yeah. If you thought it was okay for her to die there, if you wanted it to,
Oh, no,
I didn't want to
it's-
redact it, because that would be really shitty to do. It'd be like, oh yeah, you are dead, and it just kind of takes all the fun out of it. So
Yeah.
keep her alive.
I mean, I wouldn't mind dying.
Yeah, exactly. No, oh wait, what? No, yeah, I'm totally okay with dying in campaigns if I was a PC as well. Actually, this character here, actually, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. So, my one of my other characters went down the first fight or the second fight because it was like a giant spider and it did like this acid attack and it rolled like max damage on anything, so it just outright killed me. But you know, whatever. Shit like that's fun though. I like dying and stuff because I play too much Dark Souls. I
like
guess.
dying.
Yeah, I play too much Dark Souls. Where I'm just like, oh,
Same.
start again. But you don't get to do that in this game. All right. Well, if that's everything, GG. That's fun.
All right.
Hopefully, I'm not gonna try to miss any more sessions, so we can continue to do it every other
Mhm.
week.
You know, you couldn't help it last time, you know.
Yeah. But it made me think a lot more and give you guys some better shit to work with. So I like it. All right.
Whoops.
We'll see how it is. Well, good night, everybody.
no.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Good night.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Actually, real quick, Melvin, you there?
Yes.
Oh, what was that shit about? Like in the beginning of the second combat, you were asking like who my patron was.
Oh, cause I was wondering if you, because if you had Great Old One as your patron, you could have done the thing where you speak directly to people's minds.
Oh no, I had Fiend.
Ah,
Yeah, he's a loser.
not relevant anymore.
Hey.
All right. Really, now it's bye bye.
Yeah.
After that question's out of the way, bye.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.